Live and learn, standing on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn on the words of yesterday, yeah. Live and learn. Hello, everybody. Yes, these are Sonic covers by Little V. I've been following Little V Mills for a very long fucking time. I fucking love Little V. And I thought it'd be really, really funny to start with I Am All of Me. Because you know, guys, Greg, who are we talking about today? Yes, we are, guys. We're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. No, Greg, who are we talking about? Do the sound. Oh, it's No Nut November. You know, but just don't edge me, okay? What do you mean? Oh, you can't hear Greg. Shit. There we go. I fixed it.
I did not say No Nut November. I just wanted to
This motherfucker.
I don't know why.
Oh, I forgot to unmute Greg. But Greg, what is it today? Who are we covering today, Greg? Do the voice.
It's so late, and my neighbors are gonna. It's Mr. Beast.
No. You've got to do it the voice right way.
Mr. Beast.
Greg, we are not starting the show until you do it. I will sit here and talk to the audience all day unless you do it.
Mr. Beast.
Oh my god. Greg.
I don't want to do it. I'm not.
Please.
It's not fun anymore.
It's super fun.
I can't do it on cue. It's like
Okay,
it's like Mystery Men. You know, I can do it when nobody's watching.
The audience is asking for it. See?
I did it when I was muted. I'm sorry, guys.
You did not do it
day.
when you were muted. See? Audience is asking. You got to do it. It's fun to us, Greg. Stop yelling at Greg. Greg didn't do... Listen. Bro, let me go on Twitter and say that we're live. I forgot to do that. Da ba 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 boo boo doo 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 doo. Hey, it's Cat. I see him in chat. I am a bully. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, we have reached 300 subscribers, which is a weird milestone.
I'm huge.
Yeah, you are huge right now. I need to make you small. But yes, everybody. Yes, I am a talking net navy. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Opp Block. I'm joined today. Q will be here in a little bit, but I'm joined today, as always, by my illustrious, velvety smooth co-host. He's never missed an episode ever in his life.
Nope, and I never will.
He's Uncool Greg.
That's me. I'm here. We're talking about Mist or Beast.
Mist or Beast. But first and foremost, welcome back, everybody. It's so nice to see you. If this is your first time here, we are the Opp Block. We are a weekly, we stream multiple times in the week, live stream where we cover drama news and other things like that. I've realized I've never done one of those before. Probably have like an opening ad read thingamaboober. But yes, here we are, chat. And before we go, Westside Tyler, tell the people where they are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Opp Block.
So chat. Chat. There's so much going on today. I need you to understand. I was ready to talk about Rosanna Pansino's failed music career and just continuing on the shit on DOGPACK train. But today, of all days, something crazy has happened in the Mr. Beast story, and it's wild. That's right, yes I did. As Cloudy would say, Westside Tyler's VTuber debut is very much a Fallout 1 NPC. It is fucking scary.
VTuber debut tuber.
Have you seen the clip?
I saw the thumbnail and it looks horrifying, but I'll watch the clip sooner. Or if you want to pull the clip up, I don't mind.
I
don't know where it is.
Just holding me back. Look into my eyes. Who is music? I is music. We is the music. We love everything. Where did we put it? Where did we put it in the clip machine? Everybody loves you. Everybody cares. You know, I'll just go to the West Side Tyler place and just grab the stream clips from there. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, I'm leaving Discord and I'm gonna share the screen to chat because I love all of you. Yes, this is meth. I am meth. We are the meth chat. Pack Watch. So for those who don't know, Westside Tyler, friend of the channel.
Welcome to another episode of Westside.
He did
Tyler
a VTuber.
live.
Oh my god!
It's so fucking
Hello,
scary.
everybody. Welcome to another episode of
And it
Westside
blinks.
Tyler live.
Yeah. Well, because he's using the same program I do.
Yeah,
I just
it
don't
too.
have a blinking model yet.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we giving clout to somebody else? Because we like them?
Yeah.
It is extremely I have to admit,
Westside
this is one of the more entertaining
Tyler
things
Bell.
I've seen on the
This is
platform
the
in a
best
while.
Arts, culture, and politics live stream.
This is one of the more interesting things. But without further ado, we are talking about chat. We're talking about Greg. That was your moment, man.
Oh, you want me to say it again? I said it earlier, but you.
Greg, who are we talking about?
Mr. Beast.
I'm really not gonna get what I want, am I?
I don't like being put on the spot.
You're gonna
I'm not
content cuck me?
I'm not your monkey that you throw peanuts at.
Am I the monkey
Wow,
that?
That's a
hello.
mood.
What do you mean? Hello, Q. It's nice to have you back. Welcome back.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Oh,
This is just exhausting. Like I don't want to. I'm tired of talking about Mr. Beast. He took all the enthusiasm, him and Rosanna Parmesan and DogPack and Chris Tyson. Like all of it. The wind has been taken out of my Mr. Beast sails. I'm sorry.
are they not the wind beneath your wings?
No, I just
Shut up.
told my allegory.
Don't even.
Oh God, I know that way too well. That's that will raise you up. That's what that was. All right, everybody. So I was gonna shit on Rosanna Pansino. I was gonna cover a lot of things today. We may cover the fucking weirdo supremes that are around this conversation as well. But yes, this Mr. Breast, Mr. Beast, has.
Mr. Breast!
You know what? See, fucking Q did it, Greg. I
No,
can't believe it.
He could muster up the enthusiasm.
That
for
wasn't
that.
a lot, though. That wasn't a good one.
That's more than I have. I could barely Mr.
Are you
Mr. Beast.
tired, Greg? Are you okay?
I'm tired of Mr. Beast. I'm tired of all
That's
of
fair.
it.
It's okay. So
If we could have waited like another month, I would have it. I'd be top of my game, but this is exhausting.
it's okay.
I wanted a fun one. None of this is fun.
I mean, we'll see how fun it goes. So everybody, we've been peeping and talking about the Mr. Beast drama. We're going to be going over a lot today. I'm going to tell you guys at the top of the show, we are going to be looking at Mr. Beast, Rosanna. We're also going to be doing something that I haven't seen a lot of people do. We're also going to be looking into Mr. Beast's legal team. There's a reason why we're going to do that. DOGPACK fucked up, but I don't think he understands how bad he fucked up. We'll get there. We'll actually explain to the best of our ability what's going on with the internal structure from the outside looking in at bigger companies, kind of conjecture. Obviously, no one on this panel works with or is endorsed by or being paid by Mr. Beast. I mean, if he wants to send
Yeah.
us the Mr. Beast bucks, I will start off at the top of the show. I will not be going over the crypto allegations. Why? Because they're not as clear cut, and we'll probably try to reach out to friends. If you are someone
Also,
who
we're not.
I was about to say
We're also not CoffeeZilla.
we're not
Or Crypto
CoffeeZilla.
Bros.
We're not Crypto Bros. I understand a little bit of crypto. I mean, through CoffeeZilla and
I
understanding
understand how it
finance.
works, right? It's like you if I put all my money into Bitcoin, I can buy a bunch of pizzas, right? Well,
Yes. So we
yeah.
read the Gizmodo article. The accusation
Tell me about
is not.
non-fungible.
Hey, Quantum donated 20,
Quantum,
saying,
very kind of you.
"Here are my breast bucks. Soygi, stop bullying the poor, sweet, innocent Greg. Also, hi Q. Thank you.
Hi, other Q.
Listen, so we'll go over. I will say this: we can go over the one part of it, because I see some people in the chat have mentioned it. It appears, based on a Gizmodo article, that Mr. Beast is buying crypto wallets wholesale. You know what? Killjoy can, you already, Killjoy, did you send me that article? We'll just cover it very briefly.
We will not be covering this. Proceeds to cover it.
Shush. I do this
I
all
am
the
not
time.
upset. I'm not upset.
I do this all the time.
I'm not upset.
It's holding
I
me
think
back.
Greg's upset.
No, I'm not. You'll know when I'm upset.
It's because it's a
Okay.
very weird. Okay, so here's the Gizmodo article, real quick, and we'll talk about this because this is how you deal with allegations.
This is how you deal with allegations.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is how you deal
This-
with. This is how you deal with allegations.
Yeah.
But what?
So there are people out there. So the article reads that it's a series of crypto sleuths that are alleging that they've made a
Crypto
map
sleuths?
of Mr. Beast's wallets. Apparently, what Mr. Beast is potentially doing is, and this is alleged, is purchasing said wallets outright, from what I understand. According to the investigation, Mr. Beast invested large amounts of cash into cryptocurrency projects during their pre-sale period and got massive returns. Okay, so I'm going to be very real when I say this. These are all allegations. None of this is substantiated. Okay, so this is something too. It's a possibly that this complicated nest of crypto wallets and transaction is, in fact, maybe illegal, right?
Perchance.
But even Gizmodo is saying that, right? There is no, at this time, there is no smoking gun. The only people who can understand this are experts in cryptocurrency.
Falgi.
Yes.
So the quote-unquote investigation is just one random guy. It's not anything.
I was about to say that, actually. I was also about to say that this investigation is quote-unquote internet sleuths. These are not people that at this time are reputable. Hello, Kat. Also nice to see you.
Hello, Cat.
It was
Hi,
good.
Cat.
And the reason the reason I'm actually okay with covering that on the show is very simply, when you look at people when you look at investigations, we're going to talk about not only why DOGPACK fucked up, but I want to make the map for you, chat, about why and how DOGPACK fucked up. So, DOGPACK was not the first person to report on Ava Chris Tyson's proclivities towards what's the best way to say this?
hobbies.
Degeneracy.
Degeneracy.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, the having a server in which people either role played as minors or potentially were minors is disgusting. The talks of him having her having inappropriate conversations with minors is disgusting, and things like that. DOGPACK was not the first person to speak about this. However, DOGPACK was making the assertion that Mr. Beast knew about this and had other financial and company crimes in relation. Now we're going to start from there, because I think what's really interesting is how, because DOGPACK can't keep his mouth fucking shut, he ruined the staying power of his story. Thank you, Last Big Dude, for subscribing.
We appreciate
Welcome
it.
to the Opp Block.
Thank you.
Thank you for becoming an op head.
We are trying to get to 500. I want to say by the end of the year. Don't know if it's going to happen. It'd be pretty cool. But if we do, we have things planned at 500.
We do. We have big things planned at 500. But more importantly, today at 1:59 p.m. EST, Mr. Beast finally made a statement. He made a statement on the this July 24th post in relation to the Ava Chris Tyson allegations. That's when an independent third-party company came into this. Let's have a real conversation, because it doesn't seem like DOGPACK and Rosanna and people on the internet understand how this works. Very simply, companies are not good. Let's be very honest. A company as large, a media company like Mr. Beast's, is going to have what is known as a board of directors or a board of trustees or some kind of governance board that is going to oversee things because they have stake in the company. This is very common for companies of a larger magnitude, or even just a media company like Mr. Beast. I'm not entirely sure if they're a publicly traded company. I don't believe so. I could be wrong, but I don't believe so. To hire third-party firms. Why? Because the people who are supplying them money, and vice versa, getting money through them, want this shit figured the fuck out. So a third-party company is going to come in. So you may be asking the question, well, why aren't the authorities stepping in, or vice versa? Because that's not what they do. There is not enough for, let's say, local police office, the FBI, the IRS, or whomever, or the FTC, or any kind of governance body to step in on this. Because if there was, that would have already happened. It's a civil Phobia is very correct. This is a civil matter, is what the police would say. Exactly. These are legal and internal investigations. And it's something I don't like seeing. As much as I don't like big companies, hey, Soygi alert, everybody. As much as I don't like big companies, this is not like this is not a fuck you. This is not a gotcha. Everybody fucking does this. From your fucking Kellogg's, Colgate, the fucking people that own Fridays, fucking Aeropostale. That's what's gonna happen. Exactly, Last Big Dude. It's like the Dr. Disrespect Twitch situation. They're going to investigate themselves or hire a third party to do that. Other companies have done that. When the OTK dramas happened with, actual governing members of that organization, third-party company stepped in. So it's good to get that out of the way, because people's reactions to this have been very interesting. This is a very obvious PR speak, and you're going to continue to see PR speak throughout this.
Just the nature of it.
Just the nature of it. Yeah, as Cool Anime Girl said, if you don't know companies don't do this, I don't know what to tell you. Exactly.
Yeah, nobody nobody's favorite is a company. Everyone just kind of
Yes.
has to deal with them.
Exactly. So coming back to this post, Mr. Beast posted earlier today a 3-month investigation into the allegations regarding my company has concluded. The law firm / investigators reviewed millions of documents, messages, and conducted 39 interviews. I was asked to refrain from making public statements to enable a detailed and unbiased investigation. Below are their conclusions. So we're going to read this legal speak. Be very aware before we go into this. This right here is legal PR speak. I don't understand why people are upset by this. Like, they're acting like Mr. Beast should be speaking from the heart. I like, listen, again, Soygi Falgi alert. Big companies suck. But I don't know what people were expecting.
And were people expecting a company to not put out a company statement?
Yes.
Like, that's weird.
And we've talked about this in the past, right? Yeah, people are upset because it's not what they expected or wanted. Of course, but they were never going to get what they wanted. Yeah, like, PR words can make you upset, but if you're expecting anything more, you're setting yourself up for your expectations to be annoyed by it. Yeah. And well, let's go into it for obvious reasons. So this press release was given out today. Also note, because a lot of people are like, oh, only 2 pages? Well, okay. We'll get into that later. Internal investigation, key findings and conclusions. This is to the Board of Directors for Mr. Beast LLC. Dear Board of Directors, as you know, in July 2024, Mr. Beast LLC, the company, engaged Quinn Emanuel, Ukart, and Sullivan LLP to conduct an internal investigation into the specific allegations made publicly, incidents reported internally, and issues raised by employees in interviews, including with respect to current and former company personnel and the company's workplace environment and culture. At your direction, Quinn Emanuel immediately launched a comprehensive investigation, which is now included. Important to note, legal speak, Board of Directors said, hey, you're fucking this shit up. We need you to investigate. Important to know that. Doesn't mean that Mr. Beast is a good guy. I'm not fucking alleging that. Nobody is alleging that. But it's important to understand how this is going to work from this point on. So temper your expectations if you're going to get upset by this. Let's see, where was I? Okay. The following sets forth certain key findings and conclusions from the investigation without waiving any applicable privileges, including, but not limited to, the attorney-client privilege and work product protection. So what does that mean? There's going to be things that are not going to be published. Why? Because they're protected by attorney-client privilege. That means there's going to be certain factors of this that are not going to come out. It's just not. You're going to be upset by that. There's internal investigation shit. It's going to suck. But that's how this works.
It's no different for any of these investigations, company investigations.
Exactly. As in an initial matter, to protect the investigation's integrity, on July 31st, 2024, Quinn Emanuel requested that a former employee, Dawson French, aka DOGPACK404, cease making public allegations against the company, as those were the topic of an ongoing investigation. So reminder, so DogPack would post that he would get a C&D from this law firm, or somebody from this law firm would actually reach out to DogPack and say, hey, can we get your info? And he said, go fuck yourselves. Which, fair. I actually don't disagree with DogPack on that. But we'll get to why and how DogPack, as a investigator, quote unquote, fucked up how you handle this story. We also requested that current employees refrain from public comments to ensure that the investigation yielded accurate information and that witnesses were not tainted. The intent was to foster candid interviews and complete cooperation with the investigatory process. Now, chat, I'll be very honest. Do you think a multi-million dollar company strong arms people? That's for you to decide. I'm not making those allegations. But again, it appears that this third-party company is trying to do things by the book. Quinn Emanuel conducted 39 interviews of current and former employees. Over 4.5 million documents collected from mobile phones, emails, telegrams, discords, WhatsApps, and Slack were processed and reviewed. The collaboration and cooperation sought at the outset were achieved through this process. Quinn Emanuel thoroughly investigated all public allegations and any others that arose during the investigation. Again, people who are asking for more documents, you really want to read through 4.5 million documents. Like, you're not going to get them. They're protected by attorney-client privilege. Like, unless a governmental body or somebody else steps in and says, hey, this wasn't conducted correctly, let's investigate this, we're not going to get these documents on fucking twitter.com.
No, there's tons of shit from multiple companies that have done investigations like this where none of that information comes out unless it's like a governing body that investigates it.
Exactly. It's not how this works. This isn't public info. Do I wish it was? Yes.
We're not privy to this information because we're not involved with it.
Exactly. But as Moist Teeth says, they're gonna end up on fucking War Thunder forums. Let's go. I need to impress my friends. Let me leak government secrets.
Allegedly.
It wasn't that alleged. They fucking did it.
No, I mean you.
Oh, I'm not fucking doing it.
You said you. You said let
not
me.
Not me personally. Oh, I hate everybody.
Oh, the royal me.
Not the royal me, but thank you. All right. The investigation produced the following significant findings. Allegations of sexual misconduct, e.g. pedophilia, grooming, child pornography, etc., between company employees and minors are without basis. The allegations were soundly rejected, including by alleged victims. We will get to one of those alleged victims in a little bit. Allegations of the company knowingly employing individuals with proclivities or histories towards illegal or questionably legal conduct are similarly without basis. Here too, the allegations were uniformly rejected. If you guys remember, that is specifically in regards to the hiring of Delaware. It is hearsay knowledge via Jake the Viking, Jake Whittledick, and DOGPACK that they've all known that he knew about it. Again, it's hearsay. Hearsay doesn't work that way. And then finally, several isolated instances of workplace harassment and misconduct were identified during the investigation. The company was informed of such conduct and took swift and appropriate actions to address the incidents, including where necessary disciplining or letting go implicated individuals. As you are well aware, the company has grown exceedingly quickly from a YouTube startup comprised of a group of talented young individuals to a much larger entity. It is not uncommon that policies and practices essential in a mature company would lag behind commercial success. This appears to have been the case here and has, in certain instances, allowed for inappropriate conduct. It is clear the company is committed to remedying historical issues and creating a mature culture where problematic behaviors are not tolerated as it enters this new phase. The company has already implemented or is in the process of implementing changes to ensure a safe and professional corporate culture today and moving forward. These include the following. sending a clear message regarding tone at the top. Just shut the fuck up is essentially what they're telling them to do. Stop being a dumbass. Fucking more PR speak. Anytime you speak, it's going to go through legal. That's essentially what that's being told. Hiring a new chief executive officer, chief people officer, and general counsel, and is soon to be hired chief financial officer. What does that mean? They're getting rid of most of the people at the top. That's very common in these things. That will happen. People will step down, get shuffled around, or go to a different company. These are just ways that companies show that they're changing. Is it right? Is it moral, ethical, whatever? That's for you to decide. In my opinion, this is just to obfuscate responsibility. Because we're not going to know to the extent. Oh, hello, Leia. So nice of you to bark. Look at that. Look at that. Look at here, those barks. She is lying down, facing the opposite direction, and barking at the door behind me. I don't know how she's doing that. But again, what these kinds of things are, they're going to just shuffle people around. You know who also shuffles people around? The Catholic Church. Continuing.
All right.
Jesus. Backing out of nowhere.
Take that, Catholic Church.
I love it. Listen, I gotta make a fucking...
Catholics catching strays.
I mean, they've been catching strays that they deserved for years. I don't know what to tell
God
you.
damn it.
Mr. Beast is the
We're
Pope
not
confirmed.
talking about religion. Let's move on.
I'm not qualified to talk about religion anymore.
Listen, that's not true, but continue. Implementing mandatory corporate training for all employees. Hey, that's something that should have been there to begin with. That's just how it is. Developing new policies codified in an employee handbook. Okay, you're having a real employee handbook. Again, something that should have been developed from the get-go. Establishing an anonymous reporting mechanism or hotline for employees. Okay, here, listen. I don't care that thing exists. Your HR is never existing for you. Your HR is to save your company's ass. Oh, that's all I'm fucking saying. That's fucking weird double mouth talk. You shouldn't accept that. But it is what it is. And then finally, swiftly terminating individuals who violated company policies, regardless of their position or level within the company. Identifying additional employees for targeted training and executive coaching to address professionalism and compliance with company policy. This officially concludes our investigation. We remain available if you need any follow-ups or further questions. Very truly yours, Alex Spiro. We'll be looking into Mr. Spiro in a little bit, but to my panel, how are you guys feeling?
It's boring. This is boring corpo talk. Speech.
This is just a corporate.
Yeah.
This is just corporate speech for. We looked into it. We're taking care of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm. Right.
It doesn't instill confidence, but I don't think anything would. I think meaningful changes will be made or will be seen from the company internally, probably not externally, from a larger scale. Unless more documents come out in the future that more things have happened since then, this is probably, it's just going to be like another corporate boring job where friends probably can't be as mimi with one another as they were, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's exactly it. You're exactly correct. I think something else too is because if DOGPACK is correct and the one CFO got demoted and shifted around, yeah, that's what happens. They don't always fire people. They relieve them from their positions and then throw them in different spots. That's not unheard of. Does it make it morally correct? No, because it
morals aren't a thing when it comes to business. Not like on that scale.
I was just about to say, morals are not a thing when it comes to organizations, companies, and things like that. Sometimes there are, but very famously, the companies can just be corrupt. Just how it is.
Well, not even yes, corrupt, but doing the most optimal move for them monetarily speaking. That's and that just kind of throws morals out the window. Like you're everything you can legally do to make to make that bottom line. That's whatever you can do within the system. That's the game.
Exactly. Like that's just it's just how it is. And I think a lot of people were expecting a lot more from this. Like I think Willie Mack actually has like a really good take on this. We can interpret what you are admitting and are denying when it comes to the DOGPACK allegations, but in my opinion, you need to come right out and make it clear. I do agree with this. Maybe do that a little bit more, but I understand from a legal standpoint, they probably can't because chat, this is where DOGPACK and Rosanna really fucked up. This is where Rosanna and DOGPACK royally fucked up. But let's get there. So, DOGPACK responds, right? After a 3-month investigation is only 2 pages, care to elaborate how you didn't know the harassing of an RSO, registered sex offender? Care to elaborate on the several isolated instances of workplace harassment and misconduct? I don't think that he responded after this to anybody else. I will double check for my own thought process. No.
Also, he's posting it in a sense like as if he's quote retweeting them when he just took the screen caps or he just took the images.
He just downloaded the images.
I mean, like, just phrase it correctly. Like, Mr. Beast is not addressing X, or the company is not addressing blank.
Yes.
Instead of he set it up as if he's trying to respond to Mr. Beast when he's not. That's stupid.
The way he's wording things is like as if he is like owed something.
Yeah.
This is a private company. They don't know a shit.
No.
Right.
The fact that they actually came out and were like, we investigated, that is way more than like they even needed to do.
More than I expected.
Yeah.
Less than probably necessary that for most people, but
right.
It's never going to be enough. No matter what they do, it's not going to be enough for
it's
X amount
Mr.
of community anyway.
Mr. Beast is no longer just one guy in a college dorm with his friends. It is a multi-million company.
Exactly.
It's gonna run like a multi-million company.
And it's important to point out that I know a lot of people are like, oh, 3 months. Oh, he's not addressing other things, like vague things, or the fact that he had to have known that he hired an RSO. I'm not claiming that he didn't. And myself and the research team were talking about this off stream, and I think it's really interesting to note. Let's say he didn't know, and he put forth the requisite information to. I believe Xylee made a tweet on this, that Delaware was like hired in some like big hiring at a fucking Best Buy, that the video exists. Let me see if I can find what that was.
Or was it just like a random hiring event?
Yeah. Like it was like a random hiring event at one time, if I remember correctly, or something like that. I don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't see Xylee say that.
If they made any form of contract, they would have known because they have to run a background
check.
And
I was about to say, maybe it wasn't Xylee. Maybe I saw somebody else retweet it then. There's so many fucking people that retweet shit. My brain hurts. Because I'm going to get to a Xylee tweet in a little bit. Because I think it's very poignant. Okay. She did? Okay. Then maybe she did.
You're not going insane.
Listen. I lose my mind all the time I literally am just so tired of following this fucking story to death. Okay, yeah, you know what I found? It was a reply. It was a reply, so I'm gonna send this to myself and pull this up because it's actually important. Because they should have run a background check. I'm not even gonna front. I don't like. Let's say they didn't do that, but I think something really interesting on this too is how do I say this? I don't know how perfect specific background checks are for things like that. It should be federal. But for a fun fact for people who don't know, guess what's not federal or not in a federal database? DUIs. You can have multiple DUIs in I don't know if it's changed. It may have changed. I know that they were trying to. But at a specific point in time, you could get multiple DUIs in one state and have the same amount in another state and still be driving. Insane. Insane. Because at some time...
Wouldn't you need a license from the other state to do that?
So, so I can only speak to myself. I worked with a patient who had 4 DUIs in the state I live in and 4 DUIs in the state adjacent to me. So, and they didn't know. Like, the state I live in, they didn't know he had all those DUIs. That could be a failure of police forcing. That could be a failure of a lot of different things. But again, a background check, credit, and drugs is what you have to go through. How that would have been missed, I have no idea. If I remember correctly, if Jake Whittle is supposed to be believed, at the time Delaware was hired, Mr. Beast's mom was the head of their HR department. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have faith that they knew how to do that shit. It's not an excuse. It isn't an excuse at all for gross negligence on that. It's just a reality. Isn't a fucking excuse. But let's see. Xylee, I know, was talking about this because this is just like talking about the misconduct. Rosanna even talked about this and blah, 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 blah. The Delaware shit. Xylee, based as always. I would like a full explanation from him about that. But what this is in regardless to both Chris and Jake Weddle saying that they knew that Delaware was a sex offender. I would like the full explanation from him about that. But what we do know is that they walked into a Best Buy and hired a bunch of people from there, and Delaware was one of them. It's on a video still up to today. So basically, if they didn't know, that means they didn't do a background check, which is very clearly dumb. And I agree that is my truest belief. The Delaware shit is fucking insane. There's no excuse for them not to do that. But again, just because I agree with DogPack and Rosanna on this point doesn't mean they fucked up the story. And I'm going to explain why. So we go back. I'll keep this tweet up for a second because we're going to go into why DogPack pisses me off so fucking much. So Rosanna would continue to say, as obviously Dexterdo talked about the workplace harassment and misconduct, if you paid for an internal investigation, which leads to a new CEO and finds workplace harassment and misconduct, as well as multiple firings, I think it might be time for a bigger investigation. Rosanna, what the fuck do you want? Do you think the FBI or local authorities is going to step in on this matter?
I mean, if she wanted that, shouldn't she have turned over whatever
Yes.
any information she had previously, but instead of making
Yes.
a YouTube video.
Exactly. They can be correct on this, but the way they handled this story is so grossly inappropriate. What is she on about? So I think if I had to make the conjecture, and I don't even think Rosanna knows about it, I'm not going to even give her that grace, but we'll talk about it. Rosanna is asking for a governmental organization to investigate Mr. Beast's company. A la, like
On the grounds
Activision.
of.
Like Activision. California, I believe it's California's Division of Labor, was actively investigating Activision Blizzard. Well, it was Activision, then acquired by Blizzard or whatever the fuck. No. It was Activision Blizzard, then they were acquired by Microsoft. I can't remember. Too many fucking video game acquisitions. But someone who acquired who, Brain? I can't remember.
Activision acquired Blizzard.
Activision
Microsoft
acquired
both.
Yes. And during that time, they were being investigated, I believe, by the Division of Labor or the Department of Labor of California, because they knew that they were violating workers' rights. And only through that investigation did all of this shit come out. I understand what Rosanna is asking for. But the problem is that you can't also be like, oh, they paid for their own quote internal investigator. You are not posing this as you're taking direct quotes from this. You're posing it as they didn't do that thing. Because you've acted maliciously this entire time. I saw someone in the chat talk about slander, libel, and all of those types of things. I will tell you right now, this right here, mark my words, today is November 1st.
No, November.
Today is the day of No Nut November. Has Rosanna looked into North Carolina law at all? Fuck no, she hasn't. She's not that bright. She was never that fucking bright, but we'll get there. This beginning, where does he mentioned? This second place right here, that is the setup for a lawsuit. Mark my fucking words. That is the setup for a fucking lawsuit. Because Dawson got the C&D. He was asked to turn over investigation findings. He was asked to. Wasn't forced to. Didn't receive a subpoena for it. But I am telling you right now, this right here sets up, hey, did you do this maliciously? Sounds like you kept doing it maliciously. We asked you to stop. We asked you to turn over things because the more you put out, real or not, we're still investigating that. You could fuck over our investigation. Now again, like I said, make it very clear, and I will continue to make it very clear, I don't trust Mr. Beast's organization wholesale. And I never will. You should never, ever trust that. You should never trust the company. You shouldn't trust us, even.
You shouldn't be on the company side.
Yeah, don't be on the company song. Axis, that was a word. Axis, you point out something great. I mean, Mr. Beast had already had a lawsuit with the whole he beat on his girlfriend thing. That was just sourced from people at the company joking. Now he has a stronger lawsuit. Yes. The allegations towards Jimmy Donaldson as well as James Warren and the fact that this motherfucker was wrong, had to retract it after people badgered him to retract the James Warren shit. Insane. 420 by Cool Anime Girls. Ara. Okay, Falgi. I'll give you money. Stop bullying Greg and threatening to sue the chat. We can't afford it.
It is true. Both of those things you said were true.
Maybe if you afforded it, you wouldn't be abused so much. Don't know what to tell you, chat.
Wow.
Here we are. Falgi is victim blaming.
I'm victim blaming. So let's I want to get into Lava's post in a little bit. For those who don't know, Lava was at the center of the investigation when it comes to the Ava Chris Tyson leaks, in regards to their inappropriate messaging of minors, as well as other different factors. From what I remember, Cope and Seed, Beckett over at Cope and Seed did a wonderful, and I do mean wonderful, video on that. When they went through all of that, was fucking insane. And if you haven't, you can find Beckett's live stream on it. It's really, really good. It's fucking hard to stomach, but it's really good. And the reason why I want to talk about that is how DOGPACK and Rosanna fucked this up. So, here's what I would say. Chat. Yes, Cope and Seed. Cope and Seed. Is that our new community joke now that we don't call them Cope and Seed? We call them Cope and Seed? Jesus Christ.
I mean, I wouldn't say new. It's been like a week.
I know. That's yeah.
I like how it's related to Copenhagen. So
Yes.
it's like its own country, Cope and Seed.
Yeah, I agree. So, let's have a conversation about how DOGPACK and Rosanna could have saved this story, but fucked up in ways that they're too, as the name says it perfectly, too petty to see past their personal grievances. DOGPACK could have set Mr. Beast up for fucking failure.
They're too close to this. Like, that's why they keep
are
dropping the ball.
Here's how you would have set up DOGPACK for fucking for Mr. Beast for fucking failure. You see this right here? You see this top line? You see this bottom line? These two, if they were smart, the lines that deal with the alleged sexual misconduct, as well as the isolated incidents of work harassment, these two right here should have been the only things that they investigated. And I'm going to tell you why. Had DOGPACK had any acumen or intelligence on this is my opinion. I don't know if this is the opinion of my panel. This is
You speak for yourself.
Falgi.Exe's opinion. You keep the Delaware shit under lock and key until this moment. Why are you not talking about this? First, you reported to the authorities, right? I'm not saying that he should have never reported it. Again, I'm still of the mind that if you think you have, let's say, CSAM material, you report it to the authorities, you don't fucking review it on a video. But you need to play some of this information very close to the vest. Because without that, you cannot retort to anything that they've just said. Unless DOGPACK has the biggest smoking gun known to man on Mr. Beast that none of us know, and he's been playing Boo Boo the Fool this entire time to seem like an absolute fucking moron, there is no way in hell that they didn't fuck this story up. This story is fucked up because they didn't know how to keep their mouth shut and how to use their information in an appropriate and an effective manner. This is not about fucking blackmail. Shouldn't have done that. You don't do that. That's not what I'm advocating for. What I'm advocating for is that he did not understand how to... If you are bringing these allegations against the company, you have to play it very smart and know that they're going to make a statement like this. They're going to hire a third-party company that's going to say, oh, they've done some wrongdoing, but not really a lot. They need to grow as a company. They played with their information, their cards, way too flippantly. They threw them out. Because why? this is my conjecture, they wanted money off of this story. They wanted fame off of this story. Now, we've already made the conjecture that Rosanna definitely wanted to revitalize her channel off of this. This is our belief. This is my belief. We talked about this yesterday. This is our belief. DOGPACK was a nobody until this. He finally got his dream job. He finally worked at Mr. Beast Co. And what did he do? He fucked it up. And I'll get to that tweet. You know what? Let's get to that tweet right here. This is talking
DogPack held the job for 3 weeks, and Pansino held 3rd place, and they took that really personally.
And what's crazy to me is what bothers me so much about it is not just the fact that they fucked up how you release information appropriately to really fuck the big guy, to stick it to the man. They were in it for themselves. How did DOGPACK lose his job? DOGPACK lost his job because he was an iPad kid. He didn't do any fucking work, apparently. And he fucking demanded an Apple Vision Pro that they did not want to give him. And he begged for his job. Now, there's parts of this that we were kind of going through. I don't know how DOGPACK's number got leaked. Hey, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But there's something really weird. There was 2 weird posts that caught me in this. On the drug use accusations. To be clear, some people can't tell when I'm joking. I have never been a drug user. Weed makes me anxious. I tried microdosing shrooms for depression/anxiety for a week over 3 months ago. Honestly, the taste just made me sick, so I stopped. Wouldn't recommend anyone to use illicit drugs, but I consider myself an advocate for psychedelic research. Don't really care to filter everything I say through lawyers and PR people. Sometimes I say dumb shit, but my video was well researched. Very interesting, DOGPACK. I don't vet everything I say through my lawyers. I'd obviously rather Mr. Beast just focus on disproving the evidence than trying to publicly destroy my character with baseless drug use and mental health accusations, but appears that's my only option. That's the only option they have. I wanted to highlight that because these are things that they allege he said in their interview when he was on his way out. Some things he doesn't refute. He refutes the substance use as well as the mental health stuff. But then again, he identified that he had depression and anxiety. I don't want to highlight that as something bad. As you guys know, I work in mental health. I'm not very shy about telling people I work in mental health. I don't think it's a bad thing to have depression and anxiety. And I think it's fucked up for people to use it against you. I think that's grossly inappropriate. It's illegal. It is illegal. It is a workplace violation. It is a fucking, it's a workplace law violation, and you could sue your workplace for it. You cannot be fired for having depression. It's not how that works. But I don't believe him when he pretends and double speaks, when he's like, hey, I am an avid person who's researched into psychedelics, but I don't like them very much. And I haven't used this, I haven't used that. Why is my child barking? Give me 1 second.
So, how about them Dodgers?
Honestly, the Dodgers had a waifu buff.
Yeah, they did.
Because
It's
I'm
real.
sorry, I didn't see the Yankees having Pekora on their side, or who was the other one? Was it Miku?
I don't know. I
Was
don't
it
know if
was it
Miko was
Miko?
on. Mi-
I know it's Pekora and
Somebody
Gura.
else. Gura and
There
was it
was one
Korone?
more. Was it Suisi? I think
I
it
don't
was
remember.
Suisi. Yeah, no, the game was alright. You watch it?
No, I just know about it because of VTubers.
I don't like baseball either. During the probation period, you don't need to give any reason for termination. That is true. If he did last less than 30 days. Some places it's 60. Odds are he was bad at his job, or he just didn't fit in. Because this is a recording studio. This is a Pecoragura in Suisse. Yeah, it was Suisse. Yeah, no, it's a recording studio. This is a film company. By the end of it all, it is a film company, and like, what was his job? Basically, just a pencil pusher.
I have no idea. I
Was
I'm
he
the
like
least
set hands?
knowledgeable out of all of
He
this.
probably was like set hands. Um, yeah. Hold on. It's at the same time I'm doing a little thing on the side between like studying and this. I think he was an idea guy. No, that's Chris Chan. Everything always comes back to Chris Chan. Okay, so he might have been like a creative ideation. Okay, so he was like a video idea person. Weird, I guess. Based on what he said. Yeah, it's understandable. Uh, Overall, I want this to end. I really want this to end. How about you, Q?
I think he's still muted.
You? Oh. How about you, Greg?
He's
Enjoying
with
this?
us in spirit. No, this is boring. This is
I'm
millionaires
sorry.
fighting other millionaires.
Well, he's not a millionaire. Oh, Q, you're dying.
Y'all
No,
can y'all hear
no,
me at all?
Rosanna.
Q, you're dying, buddy.
Falgi.
What's up?
Rosanna's a
They're
millionaire.
they're fighting with money
So
bags.
I want to kind of go into that because you talked about it a little bit. From what we understand, from DOGPACK's, the way DOGPACK got his job is very confusing. But from what I understand, he has some history with graphic design, potentially. We've looked into some of his accounts. It's really weird. But the way he potentially got hired was him making a video or a post about how to optimize how Mr. Beast can do his videos, and he was hired off of that. He was going to be paid very well. The problem was he wasn't good at it because he didn't know how to do it. That's the thing. He didn't know how to fucking do it. And it's just like, it's a thing. And yeah, Rocky BB is pointing out that North Carolina is a right to work state, which means businesses can fire people without reason or notice. Very,
Yeah, like a
So
lot. I
that's
think a lot
not-
of states are.
I believe.
That's not entirely true. Even if it is a right to work, that is still more to the employee.
Yes.
A company always needs a reason to fire you. They cannot fire you for any reason. I know this. I also come from a right to work state. I can call my boss right now and say I quit. They cannot fire me for no reason at all. They must
Yeah.
provide a reason. Otherwise, it is a violation of like federal statute.
The reason there are states that have like specific reasons protected. If it goes to litigation, well, that's the other thing too. There's a lot of private people cannot go to litigation against like certain things. That's right. As Philosopher says, they can fire you for any reason that is not a protected one. Like if you have a disability, you have the right to reasonable accommodations. And if they fire you based on the fact that they're like, oh, you're too disabled to work here, that's a thing. Not supposed to be able to do that. It's a weird thing. But again, it's important to remind ourselves this. Why? Because DOGPACK was fired for being a fucking moron. Literally a fucking moron. He was bad at his job. He lied about doing these things. Like, fake it till you make it. The fucker didn't even try. And again, I don't believe everything about the workplace meeting that talked about his firing, but he didn't really refute it. Like, he talks about getting the Apple Vision Pro, but it's very poor. This is probably, he talks about the stealing company funds. Probably this DOGPACK would say. This is from August, by the way. I should highlight that. August 1st. I asked for gas reimbursements. I was promised and was denied because it wasn't an approved business expense. It was, and I should have just taken the plane. I have heard multiple stories from former Mr. Beast employees of not getting promised reimbursements. Anyway, after that, I sent the business expense request for an Apple Vision Pro, which I was told the company wanted to get everyone. This is when they were new and they didn't seem like garbage. I sent the request to the wrong person, even though it was the person HR told me to send it to. But it never got purchased, and even if it had, it would have definitely been owned by the company. So I really don't see any legit narrative that I tried to steal company funds as if I was an embezzling mastermind and not just a dude with $100 limit to his company card.
So hold on, the first part there, he drove his personal car instead of taking a plane that they provided.
Yeah, that's a very interesting way of stating that.
And also, like, why was that preferable over the plane?
My question is, in the 3 weeks you were there, why were you getting on a plane?
My other thought is him having heard, in parentheses in the first part, I have heard multiple stories from former that means nothing. I have heard multiple stories. If you can't confirm it or if you have no proof of this, you're not saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
So just shut up about it.
Yeah.
What was he doing to warrant getting on a plane? Like,
that
he wasn't there long. I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't understand what we still to this day don't really understand what his fucking job role was.
If the job entitled travel, then you best believe you got to do the planes. That's just, there's a lot of people who fly for a living. They got to be on the plane. You got to deal with it.
And
especially
honestly
if Mr. Beast is a world hopping business.
And I was about to say,
country to country.
If you have a fear of planes, maybe this isn't the job for you.
Yeah.
Just maybe. And that's okay. But you wanted to work in production this bad. This is what happens. You gotta fucking nut up or shut up. I don't give a fuck. But again, this is what I mean by DOGPACK and Rosanna fucked up this story real bad.
Yeah, I'm just like, the business is paying for your ticket, not for your gas there. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's probably like a bundle thing and everyone can get on the plane at the same time or whatever.
Rocky BB. Very interesting. How did he get to Hawaii?
I would say Rosanna probably flew him out.
No. That's what we're saying. Because.
But how would he have gotten to Hawaii if he didn't want to take the plane?
Want to fly, yeah.
Did he boat? Did he get on a boat?
Interesting.
Did it take him 2 months to take a boat?
That's why the Rosanna DOGPACK crossover took so long. He was on a fucking boat.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know what, Rocky? Very astute observation. This is why I love the chat. Our chat Best fucking chat on the industry. And if you are a part of the chat and you're not subscribed to the channel yet, thank you so much for subscribing today. We love you so much. And even if you're not a chatter and you're just a VOD watcher, or you're someone who leaves comments on the videos, or you're in our Discord, I know Killjoy put the Discord link in there. If you haven't already joined the Discord, please join the Discord. But again,
If you're a fucking lurker.
listen, I love our lurkers. Our lurkers, funny as fuck. I know you.
Yeah, I'm a lurker.
But
I've been
again,
lurking this entire night.
How are the lurkers funny as fuck? They're lurking.
because they're lurking. And I think, okay, so here's the thing. I think stream lurking is hilarious. I think it's super cool. I think it's just funny that you're just like, I'm gonna watch the stream, not interact with the chat at all. I think it's fun.
That's fine. That's fine. I
That's
mean, it's like a
fun.
Too
video.
cool for it.
That's second
It's
monitor
too
behavior.
cool for it.
I think
we
yeah.
are literally background noise for a lot of people.
Yeah,
here.
I love it. We are literally, our lurkers are all wearing like cool leather jackets. They're too cool for school, and I love them for it. But
So-
leather? That's not vegan.
oh my god, really?
Vegan? That's not very pescatarian. of
I
you.
hate all of you.
Yeah. Isn't it Good Friday?
I'm trying to
Um,
put. Listen, you
Hate?
guys don't need to be
You just
sorry.
said you loved
Izzy, did I say that
Soy?
that you should be sorry?
Soy?
No.
soy.
Soy?
Soy?
I hate.
Soy.
Soy?
You know what?
Soy.
Chat. I forgot to put on my Christmas outfit. Chat, would you like
It's
to
not
see my
Christmas.
Christmas
No,
outfit?
it's not- it's not Christmas.
Halloween outfit. Oh yeah. Chat, would
Is
you
it
like to see
appropriate?
my Halloween outfit? It is
Yes.
appropriate.
Is that
It is very appropriate. It's
It's very appropriate. I have to then turn off my VTuber model for a second, chat, because we're gonna.
I'm not gonna say because I can't look at my screen.
You can't, but it's okay. So, Falgi, you disappeared. What happened? We'll get there. Falgi, what happened? We'll get there.
we need to stop.
Wait,
Stop saying
I
that.
cannot mix colors. I'm awful at mixing colors.
What do you need?
No, it's this one thing I'm working on.
Somebody vamp for me.
You're already doing it.
I'm singing songs
Yep.
as we go along.
I understand how
Because
it
I
works.
love you
Right.
all so
Soy.
much.
So I'm drawing.
Soy?
I'm
Soy?
drawing Xylee.
Quantum,
but-
thank you.
Quantum with the 20.
Oh, thank you, Quantum.
Stop being soy. We're all lurking. Yes.
Yeah, see? Also, I don't think the thing is working, Falgi.
I don't have it open
It's
right
okay.
now.
It's
Okay.
Everyone's Soy
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm doing a little fan art of Xylee. And I
Nice.
cannot get the purple and the pink to mix because I'm using image editing software, not drawing software.
Cat, I love you. Stay classy. I think Clip Studio Paint is.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be in the like super basic style that I use, like my model.
Everybody just got something to
While we're waiting, does
do.
anyone know whether we switch the clocks this weekend or next?
Next.
I have no idea. My state doesn't follow
I
that.
think it's this one because it's Extra Life.
You
You know, I used to know that as someone who grew up on a farm. I should know this, but
It's this
it's been
weekend.
so long.
Hello.
I thought it was.
Hello. My
What's good?
Hi.
hello.
If
If
hello?
you guys see it, I have my Halloween costume on. It's done
Can
by
someone
the
describe it
one
to me?
and only Blue Yokai. It is Soygi. Hello, everybody. It's Soygi.
Oh, is the carton of milk?
Nope. It's a tofu. I'm a tofu block.
Oh wait, I
Thank
have to
you
look.
so much, Blue Yokai. I wanted to do this. I will probably put this into my VTuber thing, so I have a Soygi moment, so I could swap
Yeah,
to this at all
Soygi.
times.
What do you mean swap
Juicy
to
as
this?
Soygi.
Yeah.
Like, no, I can swap models.
You look the same as always.
Yeah, no,
Nothing's changed
we're
mine.
doing the stream like this, guys. This is how it works. because it is
Look
Halloween.
What? It looks the same.
You motherfucker, leave me alone. You fuckface. It is my true form, but thank you, chat. So, again,
Final form.
no, they haven't seen my final form yet.
Right, you guys know, like, Sailor Moon. Well, this is the Falgi equivalent. Falgi's Sailor Moon outfit is just a brick of soy.
He is the one named Soygi. We are not doing a Super Saiyan form. Okay, so going
Super
into this...
Soigan.
Super Soy... Oh my god, it is Super Soigan.
Super Soigan.
No! I am Soigan. Ha! No, we're not. Ha! Yeah. Yes, my final form is Made Falgi. We'll get there.
Soiler Moon.
Soiler Moon. All right, so we should talk about lava. For those who don't know, lava was an individual
magma.
who was at the center of a lot of the allegations put against Ava Chris Tyson. There's a lot to this. And one of the things I will say is what lava states right off the rip does not address any of the group chats and other parts of Ava Chris Tyson's history that have not been addressed. Q is a robot. What does that mean, Q is a robot?
Am I not usually?
Is everybody roboting right now? Don't do this to me, chat.
Should we test
Probably.
it?
Super Soigan, God, Super Soigan. Oh, God,
Chat.
there's going to be so many.
This is my
Are we
normal
robots?
form.
Are we
And
robotic?
No.
this is what it looks like to go
No, we're not
further
roboting.
beyond.
No.
No, it's Cat. He's the drink. Okay, let's get back to it. So I do want to make that kind of going off rip because I do think that there's going to be a lot of discussions around what Lava is saying. So they call me the drink. How do I wish I could get this part off. You know, Twitter, one day you'll be kind to me. What is this? Oh, I didn't know what that
You can
was.
press. What are you trying to cut off?
Cat.
This part.
Oh.
So-
No, yeah, it'll be there.
Cat, are you a beverage of sorts?
He's already done with it.
When I was a kid, they called me the juice box.
God damn it, we're not doing this, guys.
But now I'm the drink.
Oh, he's the drink.
So Lava says, putting this here so it's read more. Now that
Greg
the
is the cup,
investigation is
He is my friend.
I'm the cup.
Now that the investigation is over and Mr. Beast has addressed it, I want to clarify a few important points that I've remained quiet on as the investigation was ongoing. People use my name to make very serious allegations and claims without ever speaking to me. These people thought they were trying to protect me, but the truth is they were saying things that were completely false. The private investigators reviewed all of my DMs and interactions with Chris. I was the one who sent the Discord leaks to the investigators as they were coming out. It was incredibly difficult having my name thrown around in a public forum without being given the opportunity to share the truth. Thankfully, the people doing this investigation actually did reach out and gave me the opportunity to tell the truth, which I very much appreciated. I was not groomed. These were false allegations made up by people with my name thrown in them. The investigation was conducted by real investigators and not internet detectives. They reviewed everything. I, as well as all of you, wanted a proper and thorough investigative outcome to this situation. I'm glad it has finally happened.
So Lava's only speaking for their experience. There's
Yes.
other underage people in those chats, weren't there?
There were, I mean, there were a lot. The best person for this would be Beckett. I probably, I didn't this post recently came to my attention. This was today, but it recently came to my attention. I don't know what Copen Seeds. I know Beckett is very thorough. The idea that fuck me. I just saw a meme that I wish I never saw. There are a lot of other people involved. I don't think Lava's the only one. I think a lot of people ran with it. Beckett reviewed all of those leaks. They reviewed the entire Discord leaks. There were a lot of other people. And Philosopher says, is it not uncommon for people to not realize that they were groomed until later in life when they look back at things with more life experience? I'm not going to say that Lava is either lying or doesn't understand that they were groomed or did any of those things.
It's not really for us to say.
Yes. I think you're going to have assholes on the internet say that Lava got a paycheck out of this. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. I think that that's very disingenuous if you do say that. You can believe it. I think it's disingenuous if you say it, though. Because the reality is there's other investigations and there's other processes to this. That entire Discord that Ava Chris Tyson was a part of is weird. In general, sometimes, yes. Philosopher. In general, there are moments where people grow up and they don't realize that they were victims of grooming, sexual assault, things like that in their childhood because that's what they learned was normal. And they have to unpack that. Honestly speaking, I'm actually gonna promote it. Not that I care. Nobody gives a fuck. FX did a really good show on it. I believe it's called The Teacher, if I remember correctly. I recommend people watching that when it comes to like grooming and things like that. It's a really good show. It is a drama, but I do think it does a really good job at certain things. But again, I'm not here to say that conclusively that is what's happening here. What I can say is it's not just Lava who was involved in all of that. It seems that Lava said a little bit more from what I understand. So, Joseph Ramirez, who cares? Show more for a second. Would you also make these same comments about your time working with the Dodo on his server? You stated you were good friends with him in the Discord leaks. I have no evidence to believe that anything went wrong, but I'd like confirmation from either you or the Do. I didn't mean to say Dodo. Appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know who the Do is either. I guess they're very popular. I just don't know who the fuck they are.
The guitarist?
The Do?
Is it Do double O?
There's multiple O's. Oh yeah, they produce music games.
Yeah, he's a guitarist.
Oh, okay. Don't know. I don't really. The Do has some grooming allegations right now, so that's probably why they were mentioned. Fuck. Oh no. I was just a mod in this Discord and stayed focused on building the Discord at the time. This was before I started on Chris's server majorly. I wasn't anything major in that Discord than a small time mod. Okay. Here's what I will say. You should not have minors in your Discord. If I find out you're a minor, I'm kicking you out of the Discord. I'm hiding you from the channel. Straight the fuck up. This is not a, oh my god, lie about your age shit. No. Don't do it. If you like people's content, don't be a fucking weirdo about it. If Lava was a minor when they were helping Ava create a Discord of some kind or something, that's fucking weird. I don't I don't understand how that happened, if that's the case. Now, again, when it comes to lava, I'm not wholly abreast on part of their involvement up to a certain point. Again, I do recommend Cope and Seed's coverage of this. Fuck me. Cope and Seed. That's not how you spell that shit. That's still not how you spell Cope and Seed. Cope and Seed, Cope and Seed. Oh, they're live. I didn't know that Cope and Seed was live. That happens.
He went live before us.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he was live. Does he have it? Fuck me. This stream is old, so I'm gonna try to find it. Vamp. Scarlet. Vamp. Vampity vamp. Vamp. I said the bird. The bird's the word. I said okay. I will.
While Falgi finds that, I have a question.
I'm copying the link, actually.
What color would y'all say would be like a Xylee lipstick color? Like lips.
Purple.
Or should I omit lips?
You
For
do
Xylee, it would be
one
like a
and then-
purple, like a neon purple, I think. I shared a link in the chat for the failed to tell anyone his streams Discord when he's streaming. I know, and I do love Beckett's streams. I put this video, this stream in the chat. If you haven't watched it yet, I really do recommend it to understand the brevity and just the honest to God sickness that was in Ava Chris Tyson's like Discord. Those leaks are fucking damning, in my opinion. I don't think a company internal investigation is enough when it comes to that, but there's a lot. So, chat, I would like to talk about how fucked Rosanna and DOGPACK is. So you may be asking, who the fuck is Alex Spiro? Alex Spiro. Alexander Benjamin Spiro. He's an
Milton?
American attorney. He's a partner at the New York office of Quinn Emanuel, Ukart, and Sullivan. Over his career, he's represented multiple celebrity clients, including Elon Musk, Jay-Z, Mr. Beast, Eric Adams, and Alec Baldwin. Now, why do I highlight this lawyer? I think it's really interesting. A lot of people were like, oh my god, he hired a lawyer. Third-party investigative team. Now, I want to discuss the stark difference. Hey, Diesel, shout out to Eric Adams. I could have had him on my payroll for 10K. Diesel, hello, buddy.
Like a year? 10 bands a year?
10 bands a year.
That's more than Diesel makes.
I know.
You make 10 bands?
Everybody, it's FPS Diesel, one of the puppy dogs of Keemstar. You know what, Diesel? Why don't you come on and talk about your buddy Keemstar? That's what I would like to know.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You guys are not being paid off by Keemstar and Mr. Beast?
Yeah. I wanna come on right now. I'd like to hear you talk
Talk about these nuts.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's so funny. Oof. Hey!
Oh, of course he shows up.
Oh, he's also still the fucking monkey.
What is he?
Let me fix that.
He's
I,
the
Oh,
I'm still the Pokemon.
He's still a Pokemon.
I fucking every day.
Why is he a Pokemon?
Because he was
from
on the
the
Pokemon, stream.
This is a complete derailment, okay? But the mayor of New York City was caught like in this like humongous like fraud, embezzlement, like all this shit,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you could have bribed the mayor was being bribed by like the fucking Turkish minister and shit, and he was like, "Oh yes, you were my very good friend, thank you," right? And they were just doing this over open text, but it was
Yeah.
only $10,000. That's like reasonable. I could have gotten like
Yeah.
a fucking street named after me.
Yeah, think about it.
Just 10 grand.
You could have been everything, Diesel. Diesel, how do you feel so far about this whole story?
Dude, I cannot believe that we've come around. It's been an entire year, and now the Tea Party group chat is back
I fucking
as
so
a part of this story.
I think what's funnier about the Tea Party group chat coming back up was I think it inadvertently gave Dark Viper fucking fake ass muscles to fucking just schizo post on main again. I don't know. How did we reach this point in our lives? I have
Dude, this all happened because
Oh.
Keemstar let a guy have a threesome in his home.
what the fuck?
It's the
this.
it's the drama pipeline, you know.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
me. Why am I learning about this shit now?
This all started because we just
Everything-
had to out Salvo for his weirdness kink.
Salvo jerks off at Keemstar's house, and now I have to fucking deal with Rosanna Pansino.
I don't.
Everything changed after Jumat died.
I don't. I know. That's,
I can't even. Okay. I mean, I think it should be pretty obvious that one, not only does Keemstar not tell any of us what to do, but then also I'm waiting for my check from Mr. Beast. I'll say whatever Mr. Beast wants if he wants to give me a bunch of money. I don't fucking care, really. Like, shit.
He's not paying you?
Yeah, you guys are.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
yeah, of course
You're
we are.
not?
Yeah, I am. What the
That's why
fuck do you
we're
mean?
defending him so hard. What do you mean?
I'm getting
Yeah.
paid in Feastables.
Oh, fuck off! Like I'd fucking
Yeah,
want
open
shitty
up your
chocolate.
Paid in molding
crimes.
Feastables.
Mr. Beast backed up a truckload of Lunchly into my yard and said, "Snort all of his cheese."
Listen, you know
Mr.
it's real
Beast.
cheese because it's
He
fucking
came by
moldy.
and dropped off a bunch of Beast bars at my home.
Mhm.
I don't even like chocolate that much, but I guess.
Oh god, there's so much.
Yeah, and there's $100 bills on the other side of the candy.
Is there? Is
Well, a bunch of
Keep
a
buying them.
bunch
Find
of
out.
YouTubers did get Feastables with $100 on the other side of it for Halloween. But a bunch of YouTubers like took the money because they're like, shit, Mr. Beast gave me like $1,000 to give out on Halloween. I'm just gonna keep that.
it's
That's
just
amazing.
it's just very funny.
What
Just,
the fuck are these ads?
Man,
Bro.
I'm looking at all this.
I'm
What the
so I
fuck?
couldn't fucking view this article without these fucking ads, right? Our cool anime girls with the
Okay, what is the
420.
algorithm telling us about
Yo.
Falgi?
This fucking broke my fucking stream element somehow. But cool anime girl says Diesel Falgi is threatening to sue us if we don't give him money and he abuses us. Why?
It's true.
I don't do that, chat. So
Love abusing chat.
I wanted to highlight this because I think it's really interesting. Because you ask yourselves all the time, right? There's so many ads. I'm about to fucking get it off the screen, right? But you ask yourself, who the fuck is representing Mr. Beast? Because a lot of people like
Sephiroth.
a lot of people are like, oh my god, it's fucking the guy that one of the people that defended Jeffrey Epstein, all this shit.
It's crazy that a lawyer has a job.
Didn't we literally call this guy like the Sephiroth of like lawyers earlier today?
We did. Because when you hear, and the reason I say that is this. The law firm he hired is a big fucking law firm. The lawyer he hired got Alec Baldwin off on the
The Rust
manslaughter
shooting?
charges.
Murder
yes.
charge.
Yeah.
It was manslaughter. I don't know if it was murder. I could be wrong. He's also successfully won for UPS when people wanted better rights in the workplace. evil man, evil
Recently-
man.
This year?
No, in 2020.
This year one? Oh, okay. Oh no, that was still
Quinn
the recent
Emanuel
one. Yeah,
recently achieved an appellate victory in the D.C. court on behalf of longtime client UPS, resulting in the remand order requiring the UPS to price package delivery more accurately. So essentially, he's like, "Hey, fuck you guys. I don't care. We're gonna price things inappropriately, and you're gonna fucking suffer for it."
This isn't a we thing. He's just a lawyer.
Well, that's why I'm highlighting it.
This isn't like his morals. This is just his job.
Yep.
He's a mercenary.
He is a mercenary. They also said that girls can't be in the Boy Scouts, which is like, or the changing of the Boy Scouts of America thing. Very, very interesting. But the reason I want to highlight that is that this is a very big time law firm that has successfully won cases against the European IRS. They have successfully won cases against the United States IRS and other things like that. He didn't fucking hire a local attorney. He hired a fucking law firm that defends millionaires. Do you... I roll with the 1776. I need to fix these alerts. Restart session.
1776.
It was a good year.
I fucking
I
hate when
mean,
it does this.
millionaire beast man hires millionaire lawyer.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
These are
Yeah.
billion-dollar companies that are being defended by a legitimate lawyer.
Let's be real. Rosanna would get also a millionaire
Yeah.
lawyer. who
Nah.
has defended other famous people.
Rosanna would hire her fucking cousin, fucking from, Tony fucking Guglielmo, and be like, please defend me, Tony.
Put some respect on Tony's name.
Antonio Guglielmo to you, hey.
Antonio Guglielmo. But listen, I agree with that, but I don't think that Rosanna would get a fucking lawyer like this. She'd get like a personal fucking lawyer. She would not get someone from a law firm that deals with high-level company lawsuits. These are very high-level lawsuits. We looked into some of their other work. Also, Uncle Iroll says hello, Diesel.
Hello.
Yeah, this is like Iron Man and Daredevil versus a coughing baby. But that's it. Literally, it's like I don't think DOGPACK realized how bad he fucked up because he's insane. He very much tells on himself that he's a psychedelic expert, but he doesn't like taking psychedelics. Has
Rosanna seen his Twitter? Does
Keemstar
she
has
not-
responded.
Oh,
Rosanna, I am not in business with Mr. Beast. What I told you is that I sold my management company to Mr. Beast's management company. He doesn't own his management company. His managers own his management company, and he's no longer even with that management company or managers.
All right, before moving on, I cannot take him seriously with the fucking Lolcow live sticker on the bottom of the fucking microphone.
I think he was actually live with Lolcow when this was happening.
Oh, that's special. Okay, we're gonna fix that. There we go. It fixed Diesel's name.
That's brand for Keem.
yeah.
It's just like this is such a wild thing. Chat, I had to take you off the screen. I'll put you back on in a little bit. I promise, guys. I love each and every one of you. Chat, you are now back on. But this is insane, right? This is fucking weird. But continuing.
Anymore. I sold my management company to the company that used to manage Mr. Beast. I have no business with Mr. Beast. I hope this clears the air now. Now you can stop spinning this false narrative that Mr. Beast and Keemstar are in business and that's why I'm defending him. I'm defending him, Rosanna, is because you tried to put out to the internet that he's a fucking pedophile and that he's in a work chat, which isn't a work chat. And they're sending CP.
I hate this fucking narrative more than anything I can fucking imagine. Because I said
Dude,
this.
this lawsuit's gonna be great.
This lawsuit's gonna be fucking dirty. Let's have a real conversation about what this lawsuit will be about. This lawsuit will be about a bunch of different things. There is malice. 100%. DOGPACK is still not answered. Oh, thank you.
Next Mr. Beast video finna run up like, I sued
Do you
100
think-
people.
Fuck
Do you
off.
think once? So here's my thought. Do you think once Rosanna figures out just how serious this is, she will probably throw DOGPACK under the bus?
Yes. If she
Yes,
figures
but it
out,
won't matter.
yes. By that time it'll be too late.
I think. So here's my thing. Because she also has money, I think she will just settle and then flip.
But
that's what I
settling
think
is
will
like
happen.
settling is a loss
yes.
in like the general public's eyes, and I don't know if she's willing to take an L.
But here's the other thing.
I mean,
also-
settlements
Either that
have
or-
to
Either that or
settlements have
take the
to
fine.
settlements
Imagine the
have to
fines,
come
otherwise.
from but settlements have to come from Mr. Beast's camp. It's
Yeah.
they can report one, but if Mr. Beast camp says fuck your settlement, I don't really give a fuck. There's nothing
you don't
any
need
of
money.
them can do.
I mean, they could be that petty. They could be that.
You also have to keep in mind that a lot of YouTubers will reach these gigantic numbers, but they do not know how to keep money.
Mhm. Yeah.
So she might have at one point been a multimillionaire. That doesn't mean she set up the foundation to generate and maintain this amount of
She
money.
may not have money at all. We actually
Yeah,
don't know.
she could have like
It's my
burned through it.
assumption, which you know.
'Cause that's when I think I don't watch her content, but someone like Amaranth is a fucking genius. Like she generated generational wealth. Like I highly doubt her kids or her grandkids will ever have to lift a finger.
Probably not.
And that's the thing. When you look at this lawsuit, when you actually look at the brevity that is inside of the allegations, not just the pedophilia and things like that. You claimed that Mr. Beast abused his at the time girlfriend. And how did you claim that? A random text that said that she was a fucking wino and would complain about him all the time. The text you showed about her fucking called her a freak. I do not know what you So Diesel, you weren't here earlier. One of the things that I was explaining to the chat, and I think, you could shine light on it, because you've been doing this. How long have you been on the internet for now?
Way too long.
So I had said this. The reason I personally believe that how DOGPACK and Rosanna, they'll fuck her. I don't give a shit. We haven't even reviewed her opera singing yet. I'm gonna fucking murder her in the opera singing department. Not in real life, chat.
In
Not the
Minecraft,
point.
in singing in Minecraft.
Not the real point. So my opinion was this: if DOGPACK was actually any good at this, he would have saved the Delaware shit for the end of the Ava Chris Tyson investigation. If he had done that, he'd be like, yeah, but you knew about this, though. You have this guy on your payroll. Why aren't you talking about this? Obviously, he should go to the authorities. Should have went to the authorities initially if he had proof of that. But I would like to know your thoughts.
Honestly, I don't know why. Okay, so if I was DOGPACK, you make an initial video, right? It blows up. Oh my god, everybody's discussing it, right? And then the investigation happens with Mr. Beast, and then you start being showing all this extra information, right? But DOGPACK gets it, doesn't verify it, and just keeps running it, right? And Rosanna obviously likes this because she's got a humongous bone to pick.
Well, did you
Right,
see
so it's just-
the post she made a month ago on her YouTube
Which
channel?
one? There's a lot of them.
So a month ago, she said that she was transitioning to a T channel.
Oh, okay. Well, this is.
Let me.
Honestly, she'd fit right in the T community because they just be running lies all the time.
Let me see, because I know Cloudy found it. Let me.
Yeah, it's
look.
community notes on YouTube.
Yeah, let me find it. But
What do
continue.
you? I don't. Hold on. I'm reading these posts now, right? And 4 weeks ago, she posted Prime sales are tanking down 50% in the UK alone, and the company that makes their plastic bottles is suing Congo Brands, who makes Prime, for 67 million for not buying the contractually required amount of plastic bottles. Is this why KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast are so desperate to make their overpriced Lunchables knockoff a success? Is this why Logan Paul? But she's just like making wild, outrageous claims in here.
Oh yeah, no, she's crazy. So yeah, she goes on to say that she finally got to use her journalism degree. That she's so happy that she finally gets to use it. And then she says,
Well,
"Yeah,
no. So
I'm gonna be
her
a T
degree
channel
with
now."
her degree with
Oh.
emphasis in journalism.
It's a
She's not saying she
communications
has
degree
a
with an
communication
emphasis
degree.
in journalism. Excuse me.
Not
Yeah,
not a major or a
communication
minor.
degree.
Not a major or a minor in journalism, but an emphasis in journalism.
Oh my god, dude.
Go on, Diesel. Go off, buddy.
Well, aside, okay, you know what happens when you go into a communications department to get a degree, right? It's like that's the kind of class you sit there and you don't do anything. Like, you know how we talk about the fake jobs that don't do anything and all you do is answer an email and then sit there for like 7 hours? This is that job. Like that's the degree you get. There, you don't. It doesn't make you good at your job. It doesn't mean you're qualified for anything. And I'm sorry. I feel like we're in a world where, like, outside of like the medical field or sciences, a degree means nothing. Like, it really does mean nothing.
It's fair. And I guess teaching. Oh, but no, yeah. Because you teach, but your degree isn't in teaching.
Yeah, my degree is I wouldn't get a teaching degree. I don't think I really need to understand like some of the, because like a teaching degree is like you understand like the mechanics of how to teach or like certain things, right? How to like how to communicate information, right? That's really at the basis of what teaching is.
Yeah.
And some of that is like an innate skill, and then some of that is like a skill that you develop over time.
But I think that's part of it too, is a lot of these moves that are being made by Rosanna, by DOGPACK, it's all clout chasing. They did not know how to hold on to the story. They didn't know how to use it effectively. They didn't know how to do anything effectively with it. And that's always been like, why do I need 3 degrees to be a librarian? Rena, I don't know. It's I have such a headache with this fucking kid. I have major concerns with DOGPACK that not nobody, the drama community is the only people that are calling them out, and it's fucking annoying. Because it's like, oh, wait, we can look at this. A tweet by okay, you know what, let's listen to the end of this, and then we'll go to FPS Diesel's Twitter.
Which wasn't CP. You guys lied and got it wrong. Quit coping and making up fucking bullshit. Oh, the only reason why Keemstar is defending Mr. Beast is because they're in business. It's not true. It is not true, and that's not what I told you. Thank you.
Also, chat, as we read the other night, because DOGPACK avoided it, fun fact, if you say an image is CP when it isn't, and you portray it as CP, that's a crime. Not a smart crime. So, here's a tweet by FPS Diesel himself. Mr. Beast is a cannibal. I saw it happen.
You're presenting it as if I'm being truthful. This is a joke.
No, it's real. He unhinged
on
his
Twitter, so
jaw
it's real.
and devoured a man whole. He came to me in a dream. So let's talk about what happens when you lie on the internet and people are fucking crazy.
So allegedly, Mr. Beast has just been reported to the FBI. They said they have found CP on his phone.
God, this is so quiet.
Conversations with minors and mentions of cannibal.
When the fuck did anybody claim he was a cannibal?
It's TikTok. You could say whatever you fucking want on
Dude,
TikTok.
I understand that we're living in like a post-truth society, something Hideo Kojima. But like, there was like, what the fuck?
This one fucking kills me.
Chad, if I suck a dick and swallow,
Oh
Ooh,
no!
what a voice
Ooh,
crack.
ooh.
Cat started sucking the dick too early.
Sorry,
Okay.
King. That's my first time being a bottom.
Oh,
and if I said
God.
Dickens
First and
swallow,
last.
does that count as cannibalism?
Oh, yeah. Falgi, did you
I
play
mean,
the audio? I
technically,
did.
yeah.
Is it vegan?
I did play the audio. It's very quiet.
It's a little low.
Is
You
it
need to-
vegan?
Yeah.
Can vegans swallow, or are they
vegans.
forced to be spitters?
I think.
Because if they
I think
spit, that's
No,
wasting.
but it's human protein. It's not.
it deals with veganism deals with
yeah.
consent. Animals can't consent to being eaten, but humans can consent to being.
Yeah, you
blown. I don't know.
you can consent to the nut. Like you can't consent to the chicken can't consent, but these nuts
yeah.
can.
Diesel. That reminds me. Happy No Nut November.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck to you.
Well, I was planning on breaking that tonight already, but okay.
Diesel. You know, this is a Christian stream, and you've just
Yeah.
broke the rule. You
Soy,
gooned
soy,
in
soy, soy,
VC.
soy.
Soy.
Okay, so she heard from a friend who heard from a friend on a Discord through Instagram Reels
Yes.
that Mr. Beast allegedly alleged is doing a lot of weightlifting here.
Not even surprised at this point. I really feel like this is the year of exposure, like Cat Williams said. You can't trust anybody.
Cat Williams did fuck up. Oh God, that was mega loud. It fucking blew my fucking thing out. Jesus Christ, TikTok, I hate you. But yes,
Cat Williams getting thrown into
Mr.
the
Beast
Mr. Beast
is a
conversation.
fucking cannibal apparently now.
Allegedly. Hey,
allegedly.
Beast.
I don't even know where the cannibal thing would have come from. I've looked around. I haven't seen any other mentions from it, aside people laughing about that lady's TikTok.
It's somehow exclusively on TikTok. I think you're the person who broke the containment on that one.
No, he wasn't. Somebody else
posted it earlier and then deleted it.
I'm pretty
because they were being genuine about it. But I was able to get it in like Twitter's cache, and I downloaded the video from there. So I got it like right after it was deleted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it might still be floating around.
Diesel, there was a question from the chat. Can you edge in No Nut November?
That's the whole month, yeah.
I feel like that's not. I feel like you might as well just finish.
You know what, Diesel? What are your opinions on edging? I would love to know.
No, not here, not now.
Oh,
I'm cutting this conversation.
Yeah, no. He can do that on his own stream where he can get money for it because he's not
fuck
getting
me.
a cut of this one.
What do you mean?
Okay, wait. So I hold on. I found a TikTok
I sent it
that might be the original containment breaker
Oh
on
my
the
goodness.
Mr. Beast cannibalism allegations.
Mr.
Hold on.
Beast. Greg, you got to do it now.
I'll do it, and I'll do it.
Cloudy.
Actually, Falgi, while you were running around with Leia, you know that like the whole 3 minutes he did it there. I was here. I'm sorry you missed it.
I have wireless headphones. I hear everything. I don't put them down.
And you missed it somehow.
I didn't miss it.
Let's get those ears checked.
You know what? You can go crazy. Okay. What is this? Oh no!
A 12-second video.
Yeah, this
12
is the
seconds.
original cannibalism allegation.
By Mimi Dove, Mr. Beast, Rosanna Pansino, Mr. Beast challenge.
The Mr. Beast challenge to swallow a human whole.
I mean, Greg, you can try if you really want to.
When Mimi Dove goes to sleep, does she go honk shoe or honk dove?
We're playing the video.
Rosanna Pansino has reported Mr. Beast to the FBI for his group chats, allegedly involving cannibalism.
Why is she staring so
From what I hear,
intensely?
I'm not a confirmed source. I have just seen her stuff.
Okay, so the reason that this happened, and yeah, it does go back to Rosanna Pansino. This goes back to a miscommunication about a fetish. So the poor explanation of vor.
Oh God.
Oh, because
That's
she mentioned
right.
vor in her video.
Yes. So the poor explanation of vor from the DOGPACK Rosanna video is what led TikTok reporters to turn around and say, oh, vor is where you eat people. And so TikTokers took it and ran with the story as, this is cannibalism. Not understanding that vor is not cannibalism. I mean, I guess technically.
Vor is
Yeah. It is.
I
and
mean,
it is. and
it
it
is.
isn't.
It is cannibalism
it is,
in a way.
but it's like Vor is weird. I'm not gonna lie. That is not gonna kink shame, but I'll kink shame.
I
Vor is
will.
fucking
It's
strange.
disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't get that one.
I don't get it. Diesel, do you get the Vor?
I don't know. Maybe there's like a sense of security with
Uh.
being inside.
Don't define
you
it.
know?
Well,
Well, I'm just trying to think of like why somebody would find it
Oh.
attractive.
Is it
More
like
about
going
what-
to the
what
womb, but it's
turns
not
you
the
on, like-
womb?
Yeah, I think it's like that.
Mm.
I think it has that kind of connotation. I think somebody needs to call up Freud and get him
Yeah,
to.
that's the thing
on this.
too. I only know Vor from like furry art. That's the I would
There's a lot of crossover.
ugh.
I know it because of Sonic the Hedgehog.
You
There's a
know,
lot of crossover.
it'd be really interesting if there were a set of two people that were internet explorers that could explain certain
Oh my god.
every
The
time.
original
Can you
Vor.
get to the bottom of this one?
Ouroboros.
I was just in Beckett's chat, and he was like, I was off this week, and we were supposed to record, and Diesel didn't message me,
What?
and I had to message
He
him
was-
and be like, and I
he
had to
was
be like,
fucking
yeah,
busy.
Beckett, well, I was at work the day you messaged me, so I forgot.
he was on his stream talking about how busy he's been lately. I'm like, oh, it makes sense. Internet explorers can take a back seat. Understandable, King. You have you have a
so
lot going
I
on.
totally forgot that he took a break, and he took a break not for like a vacation,
Yeah,
but
took-
for other shit.
He
Okay,
took a small
like,
holiday, he said.
Yeah. It's not for him to sit on his ass. Beckett is doing other life shit right now, so I was just
Respect.
yeah.
But he says it's just you this time.
I don't like what you
Oh,
said,
honestly,
Killjoy.
I need to judge Beckett. What type of cigarettes does he smoke? Has he ever mentioned that?
He
rolls
rolls
his
his
own.
own.
He rolls his on.
What brand of tobacco does he buy?
I have no idea.
You could ask him. He's streaming.
Ask him in chat. I don't know.
This is true.
But yes, the Vor became cannibalism, and then now
This
people
is a
think
game of
he's
telephone.
throwing P Diddy parties over at the Beast Foundation or whatever.
I don't.
I
I
hate
like
that
it.
like people would consider us defending Mr. Beast because I don't like the guy. I don't care for
Yeah.
him. I don't care for his company. I don't care for his channel. I don't care for none of that. But by proxy, because we are anti-Rosanna, I guess you could say we are pro Mr. Beast to some people.
I think what it is, and I know Nick is also live. I know Rosanna was fucking we talked about it the last stream. Rosanna was freaking out in his chat, like things like that. And I think
That was great.
A really important moment to pull people together that are content creators to explain, because people don't understand that there's a reason why you need to be critical when it comes to allegations and accusations. And the reason that you're critical is not because you want to defend someone. The reason that we become critical in these instances is there are times where people present verifiable information extremely poorly. Again, why did this whole thing start? Chat, do you remember how all of the Mr. Beast allegations started? I know Diesel does. I know this panel does. But do you remember? This is me waiting for chat.
9 September.
Because it goes on and on.
Oh my god.
Never do remember on and
Oh,
on.
Cat,
So-
this is all you this time.
So,
Hide and
chat, do you
seek.
guys remember why hide and seek? That's Rosanna.
No.
I forgot her name. That's third
Parmesan.
place lady.
This started.
And I lie.
This started because the people who originally broke this story were trying to get ahead of an EDP documentary that, by the way, has still not come out, to my knowledge. Has that EDP
Oh
documentary
yeah,
ever
that
come
never
out?
came out.
It's never come out. I've looked for it, and that's the thing. No, this didn't start with Tipster. As much as I will joke on
It
Tipster,
all goes back to the
does.
tip.
no, somehow it went all.
Using it
'cause
for everything.
Was Prism the person that first broke it? Am I crazy in remembering the names of the weird fucking groypers who broke this story? Oh my god, what the fuck were their names? Oh yeah.
Prism 42. Prism 42.
Yeah, Prism 42.
Yeah, he was trying to get out ahead of the
Yeah.
Mike Klum
Yes.
EDP doc.
And that was part of the issue. It was really good it was a really good story given to really shitty researchers and shitty presenters of said research. And they went on multiple streams. I think did they go on Chud's or Chris's or maybe Nick's?
I think it was Chud's.
Yeah, it was Chud's, and they're like, yeah, we know we should have given the story to somebody else who was much better, but we also just wanted to get our laurels in. Fucking stupid. If you
now we could barely remember the name.
Mm-hmm. I know they've been chirping recently about some other story that they're doing. Fucking insane, but that's not the point.
Yeah, he's trying to do a video on Null, the owner of Kiwi Farms, because he's stupid and apparently wants to ruin his own life.
Listen, I didn't want to say that out loud. I didn't want to summon it. I don't get yelled at for saying it out loud. But again, this is the insanity of something like this, chat. Is where this started from and where it's going is consistently people dropping the ball in reporting and things like that. Like we mentioned, I linked it in chat. I think Beckett's stream on the Ava Chris Discord leaks is really important because that showed a side of the story nobody understood or knew. Adults pretending to be minors potentially moderating the Discord, minors literally in the Discord itself. But that doesn't tie back to Mr. Beast neatly in the way that a lot of people wanted it to. Namely, Rosanna and DOGPACK. Do I believe Mr. Beast when he says that he did not know about Ava's proclivity towards minors? No, I don't believe him. But I don't have proof of that. That's hearsay. You burned a story on hearsay from Jake motherfucking Whittle, the man who paid $100,000 to try to save a floundering comedy career instead of pay his fucking student loans that he's complaining that he has. Did DOGPACK work for Mr. Beast, right? Isn't that where he started? Yes. He worked for Mr. Beast for 3 weeks. Not the 3 months, not the 6 months that he claims. He also wanted orangutan in the video.
Bro worked there for one singular paycheck.
And it's insane. It's insane to think about it that way. That where this started is people constantly fumbling stories, which has allowed Mr. Beast, easily so, with his $1 million law firm that he's employed, to easily to smack down every verifiable claim that's ever existed. It's just that way. Again, Soygi for a second, as you guys love to call me. Don't believe big business, but I'm also not going to sit here and say that Rosanna constantly complaining about $1 million company doing $1 million company shit was the fucking slam dunk of the year. I don't understand why people are still giving her fucking breathing room. The lady is fucking stupid. Literally just stupid. Oh, like a waste of air. Fucking... I would curse at her in Italian. But
you don't speak Italian.
No, I know the curse words in Italian. It would also make her feel shameful because as presented by her operatic singing, for some reason she can't pronounce Italian correctly or well enough to sing properly. You dumbass.
The real problem here is that she can't speak Italian correctly enough.
You don't understand.
You're taking away her spaghetti card.
You know what? That's right. I'm taking away the fucking spaghetti card.
Diesel, do not cast stones from that glass house.
What do you mean? Diesel has a spaghetti card. What are you talking about?
I don't
Dogs
have a.
understand more Spanish than this man.
I'm working on it.
He's working on it. Listen,
Let me
He's
prove
doing
it to you.
Duolingo right now.
Enzo, ¿por qué estás tan guapo, corazón? Damn.
You're saying who's a pretty one?
who's the most
dog,
handsome
right?
dog?
Or who's the most
My
handsome
heart.
dog? Yeah, something like that.
Who's the most handsome dog? My heart.
Yeah, I
Roughly
understood a
speaking,
little.
because you didn't say dog, but
Yeah,
I said his
assumedly
name.
you weren't calling me handsome.
No, I said his name.
yes, I know. You didn't, that's why I'm not.
Es que es un gordito guapo.
Who's handsome? My heart. Yes, Cloudy, I know.
Es un gordito guapo.
Gordito.
He
Diesel,
called him
what's
fat,
what was that?
endearingly.
So, Diesel, fun fact or question: what is your go-to order at Taco Bell?
What is happening?
What the fuck? What the fuck does this have to do with Cat or myself speaking
It's just-
Spanish?
Because the correct answer is I don't go to Taco
heard
Bell.
Spanish, and then he said, "Damn, all of these Spanish speakers must be Mexicans."
That's not what I said.
That's
I'm
crazy.
a big quesadilla guy, honestly.
How did you say that word?
Quesadilla.
Just the accent. Leave him alone. You have an accent too.
What should I be saying? I know it ain't quesadilla.
It is quesadilla. I say
Falgi does the thing where
quesadilla.
Falgi does the things where he overpronounces things. And it's a
Quesadilla.
little...
Falgi right now is doing this
Quesadilla?
thing where he wants
Quesadilla.
everyone to fight against him,
Why?
and I will not indulge
we don't
in
know
that.
why.
Why fight against me? You love me.
We don't
Kat.
know why.
Oh my god, this is.
I'm gonna
Like I
go.
said,
I'm gonna
we
go
will
prep
not
for my
indulge that.
D&D session.
Yes,
so
you
I'm
go
gonna
have
Enjoy
go now.
D and or D.
Wait, I thought you were gonna
Later.
stream.
Not on Friday.
No,
today
it is D&D.
I had to help my father set up a fucking Google account because he's never owned one, so I haven't been able to be online.
It's okay. That's.
It took you all day. That took you all
Well,
day.
no, I was outside earlier, and then I came home at like 7.
Halloween stream 3 days late.
Yeah, you bet it is.
Did the kids learn anything today? Oh no, he left. I was gonna
He's
ask if the
gone.
kids learned anything. It's okay. Chat. That was the one and only FPS Diesel.
I feel like we squandered that one.
What do you
we
mean?
need to have like a list of things to grill him on next time he's here.
Well, there's only one person who would grill him. It is Cloudy. She would have to provide me a list of things to yell at him for. What should I yell at Diesel for, chat? No watermelon stream.
So,
You were saying, Kat.
are we not gonna acknowledge that all of us are his mods?
Of course.
Why would it only be Cloudy then?
Because I feel like she is.
Is it because we're men?
Yeah, honestly
I see
speaking,
how it is, Falgi.
no. He listens to her more than us. I've noticed that. I see it. I notice that Diesel doesn't listen. I've made suggestions in the server, and Diesel won't listen to me. Somebody else says it. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I call him out for that shit. Every time. I don't get any love. That's not true. He listens to you.
He listens to Greg.
I constantly ignore it. No. See, here's the thing. First off, Cloudy doesn't scare him. Because if she did, Diesel would listen more. Because here's the fact about Diesel people don't understand. Diesel likes being scared. Oh, hello, Cloudy.
Good, Cloudy. Also, I'm pretty sure he listens to Greg the most.
Is that true?
Yeah, the senior mod. So first you asked 2 brown men about Taco Bell.
Well, I was asking Diesel because the joke was about Spanish speaking.
Right after your Spanish. Curious. I was just curious about that. I was curious. And then I get ignored the most because I talk to Diesel the most, so I get ignored the most. Chat, I've been trying so hard. I'm a spill a secret. We didn't have mod powers for months. this was back when the server was much smaller, but for months, and I would beg every other day, like, hey, we can't actually do anything. Our name just changed color in the chat, and he'd be like, haha, and then nothing would happen.
That's so fucking true. I
So
forgot.
I just want to clear my name because I will not be slandered. Okay, bye.
I didn't slander
Bye-bye.
you. Why do I don't slander nobody? I didn't.
You don't slander nobody. That means you slander everybody. Double negatives. Get out of here.
I don't like being accused of slanderment. I don't know. Is there anything more to cover? I don't. Okay,
Singing?
so chat. I don't know enough about Cam Nuggets to say anything that he's a fucking gooner, like in and around potentially people he shouldn't be gooning around.
We are glub shittos.
Yeah.
This man is a literal who. Like, straight up just a fucking random who.
This is a random who tried to defend himself defending DOGPACK when all he does is goon on the internet, which is what everyone has been making fun of Ava for. I don't know who these people are. I don't know where these people go. Yes, please like the stream, Cotton Eye Joe. But I will say this. I don't get any of it. But again, coming back to it, as we discussed, these people that are the legal team for Mr. Beast is very good. So, Falgi's next stream, you will cover Rosanna singing? No, we're going to cover it now. We will cover it now. Where is the Rosanna singing clips? I know, Killjoy, you sent them to me, so let me find them. But, okay. Chat. Chat, I'm telling you right now, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you.
Okay, what is this? Did she try singing
So,
for...
there are 2 times that she has sang. The first time, from what I can understand, is a song from Phantom of the Opera, Think of Me. And then this song called it's O mio bambino caro. I forget where O mio bambino caro is from. What are you from? So, chat, we're gonna talk. You're gonna learn a lot about opera today. Where is this from? Yeah, it's a libretto. But where is it from? Yes, it's from Gianni Sischini, which is an opera by it's a comedic opera by one Giacomo Puccini. If I remember correctly, it's like it's like based loosely on like the Divine Comedy. It's like an incident related to it, if I remember correctly. The aria O mio bambino caro is the most popular from this, and it is one of the most well-known arias. So there's a difference. So arias are solo pieces of music in a opera. This is what this is. It's very different from what would be known as art songs. Art songs are things that help you get into a college. I sang many art songs when I went to the conservatorium back in the day. Wow, I'm burning through water like a motherfucker. But yeah, we're gonna listen to this, and it's gonna hurt me. I think I heard like 20 seconds, and I already have problems with breath control. We'll get there. Yes. Yeah, it's roughly translated to "Oh My Sweet Child."
How many views does this have? This is on her main channel, right? I'm saying
4 years ago, 2.6 million. Okay.
That's about
I have
a
always been
seventh of
told
her.
I have a wide vocal range, but I wouldn't do anything with it. I've trained in college for opera. You were a communications major. What the fuck do you mean?
Probably
You
took
just
a
did
few
everything.
classes as a
You
minor.
did a fucking opera scenes class. That's not training for opera. Second, wide vocal range, it does not mean what you fucking think it means.
My range is from bass to bass, and a little bit of bass.
That doesn't mean what you think it means. What voices can be set for specific styles of music. Doesn't mean that you can't be proficient in another style of music. I did a lot of musical theater, and a lot of opera, which is what my specialty was. So my pop voice sucks. I'll be very real. Didn't she come out with a hide and seek story when she was releasing a new song? I can't confirm or deny that. Some people can. So I'm about to hurt myself, chat. Chat, if you want to see me hurt myself with my ears more, please donate to the stream today. It would be greatly appreciated. Your
just
contributions to the stream allow me to scream about people's music. Chat, I'm telling you right now, this is about to hurt me. Here we go. Okay, already I hate. This is a personal thing. I'm hurting my ears. It's not self-harm. I'm hurting my ears. My ears are hurting with bad music. This is not self-harm. Do not say that.
What do you hate about the first 3 seconds, Falgi?
First 3 seconds, I'm going to tell you right now, not a live performance. I dislike that this is not live.
Well, are you saying like you don't like that it's
Disagree.
that you don't like that it's live, but it's kind of trying to portray itself as?
Yes, because you can see how bad she lip syncs.
Oh, well, we haven't even started, so I was not able to tell that.
Falgi's lying, but I want to see this. Thank you, Uncle Iroll.
I was going to say, I actually really like the setting. I think the house is really cute.
Thank you, Iroll.
Thank you, Iroll.
Here's my thing, right? A lot of opera is all live. It is literal live singing.
You think that's kind of like the
it is the appeal
the
of
crux
it.
of it?
Yeah,
the appeal. That's the point of opera.
Let me explain what I had to do when I went to school for music. I had to get up every week and sing in front of peers by myself. Every week I had to have a song prepared for, well, not every week, it was every other week. I had to have a song prepared and I had to sing in front of my peers, and my peers had to critique me. Like, I'm a purist, maybe I'm a fucking snob. As one in Praise of Shadow would say, I'm gay, therefore snob. But I do not like that this is not a live performance. Personally.
So you dislike that it's not, like, in front of an audience and it's in a house?
No, I don't like that this is not... I don't like that this is a produced music video where I can hear the edits. There's nobody's playing that piano behind her.
There's no strings.
There's no strings. This is an audio track that she is singing to. But she's not even singing live to the audio track. She's, like, it's edited. I can hear the edits to her voice.
But we haven't heard it yet.
I've heard a little bit of this. Well, let's continue. I feel like a snob. Like, I feel like mean in saying that, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Wait for it. So much lip movement. So I'm going to tell you something right now. Motherfuckers, when I was a child learning opera, now I've been singing for a very long time, I had a fucking broomstick strapped to my back. And I had to learn proper breath control. Right here, her lips are desyncing to the video. Not even proper breath control, I can tell. And also, I don't like the way her mouth moves. Mouth is not moving. The vowel sounds are so fucking flat. You see this right here? You see how the sides of her mouth are like stretched out? When you're singing opera, you need to keep, or when you're singing in general, but for opera singing, one of the big things, especially in Italian, is vowel sounds. You need to keep a lot of open vowel sounds because it allows your mouth to move. You should be using your tongue a lot more than your lips for vowel sound movement, specifically so you're not closing your mouth. So it's very weird. You can tell that this is like musical theater singing attempting opera singing. This is not at all what's happening. It's just like she learned the song, she paid somebody to teach her how to fucking sing like this, and so thus she sings like this. This is an issue I have with certain things, like with people who get like professional trainers to teach them how to sing. You're not like vocal quality somewhat okay so far. We'll get into it a little bit more, but the sync is off from the get-go. Okay, so you see this right here? We're gonna talk about this. Okay, sometimes my mouse goes fucky wucky. Okay, you see how our shoulders are moving? You see how our hands are clasped like that? You would never do that. You would
breath control?
Because you're tightening your chest.
Mm-hmm.
She is tightening her chest up. When you hold your hands like that, you're tightening your chest up. You're compressing. Everything is done from the diaphragm. Her shoulders are also not as relaxed as they should be. Yeah, she's not singing live. And the way she's hitting notes. So women can do something men can't do. The way they hit high notes can be also considered like whistle tones. Women don't have a falsetto, but what they do is hit notes in a very particular way. That's why sopranos are really, really good at it. And I want to show why. You know, this may be dickish of me. Chat, you may be like, Falgi, you shouldn't do this. But I'm going to.
Performances?
Oh, I'm going to compare it to real shit. Oh, I'm going to compare her to real shit.
92 billion, goo.
I don't. We can. Let's do. I don't know who you are, but okay. Okay, so let's go because now I'm a little annoyed. So this is Renee Fleming. Renee Fleming is a very, very famous opera singer. I know who Renee Fleming is.
Have you met her?
Actually, yes.
That's
in
what
passing.
I needed you. That's what I needed to hear.
In passing, I have actually. I was at a conference thing. She wouldn't know who the fuck I was. I was literally like a freshman when she was at something.
You were literally a block of soy.
I was a block of soy. So let's listen to how she hits the notes.
Still but a legume.
Let's talk about this, right? You see how she opens her mouth? Do you see the difference in the control? Do you see... I wish this only focused on her. And do you want to understand why I said I don't like the fact that her performance is not live? It's because of this. You can see... Like, one of the problems I have with Rosanna's music video, she is clearly not singing. She has the vibrato and volume control. Exactly, Weaver. She has the control over her voice that Rosanna doesn't have. Now, I understand I'm being a fucking asshole right now.
I mean, if I feel like you're doing the harsh critiquing thing that you would give to somebody in school.
Yeah, we had to.
Because because if you're having a performance coming up, you're gonna drag the rest of us down if you don't.
Yeah.
If you don't buck up.
Or you're gonna embarrass yourself.
Or
like
that.
you would embarrass. Like 'cause this would be. So at the end of every semester for me, I had to go up and I had to sing a series of songs, German, French, Italian. Like I had to show competency in different languages, as well as different styles and things like that. I understand that she did not go through that. But to be said that I have a wide vocal range and I trained in college for opera, she would have had to do all of that. If you are claiming that, you would have had to fucking do that. Oh, that's right, Weaver. You do review a lot of music. This is why I love having Weaver here. So, we'll listen back to Rosanna. And you hear how kind of flat, as well as over-pronunciated some of the syllables are in the Italian.
Syllables.
This is where, like, her Italian is weird for me, right? Okay, so we're gonna go back a little bit.
Ooh, Falgi.
Ooh, that was choppy.
Falgi.
Are you
Can you
guys
leave and
Oh,
come
that's
back?
choppy.
Can you
Oh,
leave
you
and
guys
come
are
back?
dying. Okay.
Yeah.
Chat, they're dying. I'm back. There we go. Chat, I'm back. But, like, you hear the way that she hits the vowel sounds. The vowel sounds are they're not so explosive, because the way she's hitting it is someone who understands the diction of Italian. That is not what that's not what Rosanna's doing. But we'll continue. I will give Rosanna grace for now. Also, very flat, like just way she's hitting it. Again, Renee Fleming is at the top of her craft. But if you're gonna say dumb shit like you did, and you're gonna post it on the fucking internet, I'm gonna critique you like you were posting on the fucking forum. Okay, that cut is very weird. I don't like this cut at all.
Because it kind of crosses the whatchamacallit line. I forgot what it's called.
The line of like an eye line, like a sight line.
Well, there's another thing in like movies where you don't want to cross like a certain line when you do like shots back and forth like that because it throws the audience off.
Yeah, yes. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. Even I remember. Oh god, I can't remember the name of it.
Hold on.
Yes, Bambino sounds different in comparison, and she's clearly lip syncing. The acoustics are filtered in. That's the other thing too. It's filtered in music. You could have literally just had a piano playing behind you. It still would have been better than what you've done. Like, it's so bad. I'm so angry. I'm so frustrated with her. Oh, this is aggravating me more than I thought it would. So we'll listen a little bit more, and we'll go back to Renee.
I think it's just called the 180-degree rule or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. But you hear listen to voila dando. She sounds like Rosanna speaking. And the timbre of her voice changes from when she starts the piece. So you hear the way she says CC. So you hear the way that she sings this. You see when she holds specific notes. CC. Like when she does notes like that, the quality of her voice changes. It's not consistent. She's swapping back and forth, and her voice sounds off. Because when she is speaking, with an open ah or oh, you hear that she kicks in what she thinks opera music is supposed to sound like. And that's the stark difference between someone who is trained in it, as we will go further. I hope we don't get dinged for this part of the stream.
We might. Actually.
We might. You hear
I did not even think about that.
Not only do you hear the volume control, you hear the dynamics. So when we talk about dynamics, we're talking about the ability to sing very quietly or very loudly. And the control in between the dynamics. You can hear the control between a mezzo piano to forte
Pianissimo?
to no. So you have pianissimo, piano, mezzo forte, fortissimo. And you have like little things like you have you can play around with dynamics in a different way. And it's just like the acoustics. Yeah, I know the acoustics, but you got to listen how delicately this is being played. And notice, right? Remember, this is something really interesting to note. Remember where Rosanna's hands were? They were near her chest.
You don't put the cursor on her chest.
Look at I didn't. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Look at where Renee's hands are. Open position, diaphragm control, keeping the chest open because the cavity has to be there because you would be lurching forward and you would be compressing the sound inside of you. And see how they're not grasping, but they're over? And see how the CC is so much more open. It's so much more consistent with how the first phrasing was. The phrasing here is so much more consistent. With Rosanna's, the phrasing is not consistent. And that's where you get that stark contrast in the way that she's singing it. So when you hear how CC, like when she sings it like that, instead of CC, you hear how flat the vowel pronunciation is, and it gives contrast to the fact that she's not really connecting it from the phrase previously. I feel like there is something that is unlocked right now in my brain. This is like, I forgot how, there's a lot of self-hatred going down right now. Brother, you do not know how I feel about this.
You're telling us.
Yeah. Yeah, it also, again, this...
Can we do the back-to-backs for the CCs?
Yeah.
Just to see hers.
Where's CC?
Oh, it was right around there.
Yeah, here I think it's here.
No, I think it was way back.
You hear that? Hear how breathy it is and not like together? And you hear the intention. Now, this is part of the thing where being live actually is beneficial, and I want to explain why. Renee is allowed to play with the music. When you sing with a track, you're not really allowed to play with timing, dynamics, and that's always going to be the benefit of a live performance. But if at the bare minimum had a single violin, she could have afforded a fucking violinist or just a pianist. As long as you do that, it would have meant everything. Now, I saw someone in the chat talk about the acoustics in the room. I could tell you right now, this is a studio recording, and this is just set up. This thing is not hooked up to anything. You would not use this microphone. You would not use this microphone in this kind of setting. Not at all. It's just, it hits so perfectly. And it's just like, there's no intentionality. You can understand the words, but if you don't understand where the song fits in the show, you don't understand what the character is going through. You don't really, like, opera is about acting through song. It's something that we're trained to do, is understand the intention, the emotion, and the feeling behind the character that we're learning. It's the same way when you hear an artist sing a very personal song. That's one of the things that could really benefit a lot of artists who write their own music, is they're singing the song that they feel. It's their own feelings, it's their own lived experience. In an operatic setting, I don't necessarily feel it, right? A very similar, a monologue in a play can be very, very apt. That's not what we're getting through this. And you could have easily done an art song. You could have easily done any kind of song that just exists. So when we talk about art songs, those are things that commonly I would have used for auditions to school or other things like that. They're little one-off things. They're not from operas. They're not from librettos. They're not from these things. It's just a one-off piece, just like a pop song. It's there's something that's missing from this. But again, we heard the CC and the stark difference between the two. And it's not just that. You can hear that she's sitting on her voice a little bit. Like, you can hear that the sitting on the voice is not as great. And I'll be very honest. My voice is not what it used to be. I am severely out of practice. I'm very appreciative that you guys think I sound good. I don't, comparatively to how I used to sound. I probably have a polyp here and there too that I'm not addressing, that I probably should one day do if I want to start singing again. But you can hear just the strain on the bottom notes that she doesn't really have control over. And it just sounds empty. Not just the passion, the sound is empty. The way she also hits the high notes is very poor.
Was it a high note?
It is, comparatively. So it's a
Or
jump.
supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a high note because it's the way she's... It's the leap. So I believe... I don't think it's an octave leap. I think it's like a... Da 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 da. Think maybe a fifth. I'd have to double check. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's the fifth. Approximately so. So it would be and she can't hold the note very long because the bottom track doesn't hold the note long. So when you can't do that, there's no room for the dynamic. There's no room for the ability to feel through the song. I'm sorry that I blew out the mic a little bit. I should not be as close to it. I do apologize. But it's just the slide. So, Rocky, you hit something very good. It shouldn't be necessarily a slide. In some instances, we do have slides where you slide up the arpeggio a little bit. But there are moments where so the way to train this, very simply, is I would know the starting pitch, the top pitch. I would control how I hit both of them, how I do the leap. Ba, 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 ba. And then what I would do from there is ba. I would learn how to put the slide in. But if you don't have the control from the leap, it doesn't work. It just doesn't sound like you're imitating something. You're not innovating it for yourself. You're not because there are times where pieces and the way a piece is done becomes very famous because somebody famous did it and that just became the standard. But you need to learn to walk before you can run. Bitch is trying to run a marathon and it's not working. Oh god, that fucking vowel sound was so bad. Oh, that was such a bad vowel sound. Holy shit. This is not a music theory lecture. Music theory is about writing music. I sucked at music theory. The only one I was ever good at was atonal music, because atonal is just math. I am much better at the math than the writing of music. This is just a practical singing guide, I would say.
Music theory is fun because melodies just feel right in the brain, you know?
They're and not only do they feel right, there's a beauty in opposition, like tonality, not reaching the tonic. Somebody asked me in one of the chats, one of the past streams, like what the tonic was. You know, sometimes you don't hit that, and when you hit the tonic, you get resolution. You said at the start you were going to tell us the difference between what falsetto and what women do. So, when it comes to how women hit high notes, it's a little different than when men do it. The principle is pretty much the same. I'm hitting the note in a specific part of my register. But when it comes to female voices, females don't actually have what is considered a falsetto, or what people would think of. When I sing like this, that is what is considered a falsetto for men. Women have what are more commonly like whistle tones. I'd have to rebrush up on like the specifics when it comes to female voices. Obviously, I was not a female voice, so a lot of what I know is very personal to me as a male voice, a higher male voice part. So, but the way I know it is that women don't have falsettos the same way men do. Which is important to note in a lot of different ways. That's why you get these light, airy, light, airy tones that sopranos have that are, oh, God, I fucking love them. Fun fact, Falgi likes to go Falgi likes to go to the opera. I like to go to the Met. It's something I really do enjoy. I love dressing up for it. I love going to it. It's something I enjoy a lot. So that's like a big thing for me. What did I get?
I like going to musicals. Good musicals.
I love
shitty
musicals, don't get me wrong. I think it's just like, you know, I know people who do music, who do opera at like a very high level. Like they do sing at the Met, in like large ass productions. That's a career a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But it is like very, very interesting. And it's so like, but yeah, the notes that she's hitting, not good. Compare. Now we're gonna listen to the jump, to the leap.
Oh,
there
it is.
Do you hear how she's not sliding? It sounds like she is, but she's not sliding to the note. Again. And the complete control over the tone, the complete control over the dynamic, everything is within that. And again, this is someone who is at the top of their craft. Like, I say this with the only soy part of my body that I will give Rosanna. She's not Renee. But it's this. When you say I've trained opera and I have a wide range, I have a real huge problem with that. This is not a craft that you fucking break into or claim that you could break into. It's fucking so disingenuous. You wanted to sing it, you wanted to learn how to do it, that's fine. Don't fucking start and say that you have fucking wide-ass voice range. The only thing fucking wide about you is your goddamn forehead. Fucking dumbass. Look at that fucking forehead. You can fucking land a plane on that shit. Sorry, I'm very angry. And do you see what frustrates me too is the overacting. It's the overacting that fucking frustrates me. You hear it in the audio recording, and then you also see her do it. Fucking weird.
Yeah, opera doesn't have music videos for a reason.
Yeah. It's almost like there's a reason why our craft is supposed to be live recording. Like, there are some music videos, don't get me wrong, but a lot of, like, top-tier things, like, it's done live. There's playing...
It's hard to translate.
Yeah.
Or it's hard to... the media stays to itself, or I say media, but the medium stays in itself. Yeah.
It's just not good, and it frustrates me. I will curate some singers this weekend, and I would love to hear Falgi's opinion on it. Sure, I would have to brush up on a lot of stuff in regards to, like, voice things. It's been so long since I know these things. A lot of this is, like, ingrained and beaten into me. Yeah, it's the playing for the back is just bad. It's the way she hits the T's so harshly. Now we're going to hear this. Here you go. There we go. Come on. Do you hear how lightly she's hitting the T's? Do you hear how the Italian is being paid attention to? We have to go through diction courses. I have to, like, you know how, like, actors have dialect courses? I had to go through fucking diction courses. I have to pay attention to this. I have to understand the intentionality and how the sentence structure works. Rosanna doesn't understand the sentence structure of what she's saying. And by not knowing that, she's just singing words for the sake of hitting the notes and not necessarily how the notes fit inside of the words. Because again, opera, for a lack of a better term, is just Shakespeare with music. Literally, I have to understand the words. I have to understand the intentionality of the sentence structure. Very clearly, Rosanna just wanted to hit high note. Just wanted to hit high note. I am mad. Okay, how you know this mic is not on is that she's not even fucking singing into it. Do you, like, literally, how do I know that this is all done for show? Not singing into the fucking microphone, because this is not the type of microphone that picks up acoustics that way. This is not like a 360 mic. This is not a 180 mic, excuse me. Like, that's not how this is. And she doesn't, okay, so Horror and Hellfire, you mentioned that. She can't hold the notes very well for a variety of reasons. But one of the major ones is that this is a pre-recorded track. She's not singing it with somebody. She's not singing it with a private orchestra or even like a private violinist. So one of the issues with that is she can't give the intentionality that a soloist would. She's not. And that's actually the problem.
Another point too is if it is recorded, I mean it is recorded, but like it's the pre-recorded track. But that's the best takes. These are compilation of all of the best takes in one go.
Yeah. This is the other thing too. This is the compilation of all the best takes. Did she self-publish this? The song is now out on Spotify. Recorded by Kurt Hugo Schneider, filmed and edited. I actually think I know this name from like old YouTube lore, like old YouTube music history. God, you were all glazing her. Jesus Christ, it's like she fucking showed feet in this.
No, that's somebody said cover, or in her comments they said that she should do a channel for covers. But is opera considered when you perform opera?
No, it's not considered a cover. This is not a cover.
That's exactly what.
That's not how this works. Because the person who owns this song is super fucking dead. The person who owns these songs are super fucking dead. But no, they're not considered covers because you have to purchase the right to the song. She's not rearranging the piece either. That would be somewhat different. You also don't rearrange a standard like this. It's MCID, excuse me, Falgi, are you classically trained to sing, or do you just know a lot about this? I'm classically trained since the age of 10. I was professionally singing when I was 11, 12. And professional, I mean I got paid. Like as a child, I was paid.
Was it good? I never even thought about that. Was it good money?
No.
Or did you not see it?
Opera's not good money. Unless you're performing at a really, really high level and you're doing a series of festivals and things like that, and you're traveling a lot. It's one of the reasons I got out of it. For me, one of the big ways to get your name out is to do competitions. Like you sing against people and you win a competition. It wasn't for me. I don't like doing that. And it personally took a lot of the enjoyment of music making out of me. But like this is just not a thing that I like. It's not for the faint of heart. Like if you're doing, it's also the thing. It's like you're singing for fucking rich white people.
Yeah,
you do legitimately find a patron. It's just how it is sometimes. It's not this, and the biggest thing you could start doing is then premiering pieces. There's someone I know, from an opera camp. It was the last thing I ever did, professionally or otherwise, in that realm. And he's a headliner at the Met. He premieres songs, shows, and other things. He's very prolific in his own career, right? And honestly, I couldn't be happier for him. I personally don't want that. I don't think I would have ever wanted it. But that's like for me anyways. Yeah, unless you had the presence of like the three tenors, it's hard. Yeah, like Giacomo Puccini, not Giacomo. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, their names.
Fake fan, can't even remember.
No.
Fake L, Falgi L.
It's oh my god, it's gonna eat a brain. It's gonna eat a hole in my brain. Because one of them is guy who may or may not be a huge sex pest, which is not uncommon in that. Yeah, Placido Domingo, Luciano Pavarotti, and Jose Carreras were considered the three tenors, and they were prolific in their own right. Something like a Josh Groban or an Andrea Bocelli would not necessarily be considered they would be considered more like art singers or crooners technically. I don't think Andrea Bocelli had ever done crooner, not gooner. I don't think Andrea Bocelli
Hey, Belger,
really
have you
did.
seen Andrea Bocelli's new house?
No. I don't.
Neither has he.
Cat,
Yes.
why would you do that?
Is it the funniest joke? Cat's
Oh my god! Oh, oh god.
Andrea Bocelli is blind.
Yeah, he's very blind.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, no, the old opera had sex pests in there. You can look up Placido Domingo. You'll see some shit. There were also some conductors that didn't do some great shit either. I may or may not have known somebody who was very annoying. Someone asked something, and they how'd you get into opera that young anyway? Cool anime girls. Lack of a better term, not lack of a better term, but just as an understanding, I grew up Catholic, so a lot of Catholicism and in the church music is, it can be in Latin. The specific church I was in used a lot of Latin and stuff, so my dad always liked that, so he found it through choir boy stuff, and I would go in. I am not a castrati. I would have had to been castrated right before puberty. How does something like Phantom of the Opera compare to opera? It's a musical. It's operatic, but it's a musical. Opera is also taken different turns because of different ages of music. You had your romantic period, your classic period, your neoclassic, your modern period. Like, there's music history is a thing. We're digressing so much. But I thank you for asking questions. All right, let's get back into her while I can shit on her some more. Oh my god, fuck me!
Yeah.
Chad, I have to
big
walk
boy.
away for a second.
Remember, these are the best takes. They would not put
Chat,
anything else but the best
I'm
takes.
very upset right now. That wasn't even just flat. It was terrible. Lunar, I know you just got here, maybe. I had to leave my desk. That was terrible. Listen again. We're gonna compare the notes from this point. You know, there's a fucking higher note than that she actually slatted flatter than Falgi. Fuck off. Ay ay ay. She is straining so hard, it hurts me. Now we're gonna listen to someone actually hitting that note correctly. Oh god, we're so far behind. I'm so sorry, Renee. Again, control. There's so much control. There's so much feeling. You see how this song, you know what? Rosanna did something right. Rosanna put in you see Rosanna how, oh my god, I'm smiling. Is there auto-tune? She would not have been that flat if there was. But I could be wrong. Here's the English translation. Oh my dear Papa, I like him. He is handsome, handsome. I want to go to Porta Rosa to buy the ring. Yes, I want to go there. And if my love were in vain, I would go to Ponte Viejo and throw myself in the ammo. I am aching, I am tortured. Oh God, I'd like to die. Father, have pity, have pity. Father, have pity, have pity. So let's talk about that for a second. How is she... Look at this smile. Shows she does not understand how she is singing the music. She doesn't understand the intentionality behind the piece. The piece is about how the love for this man. Warning, we've detected a video. What the frick are you... Oh, great. Content ID. Oh, shit. Oh, buddy. That's not good. I think we're getting content ID'd live. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o.
Just the last half of this is just gonna cut.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut it.
This is exclusive to you guys only.
I'll have...
Thank you for watching.
Okay, here... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Warning, heads up. We've detected a video in your... I wonder which one's getting clipped, though.
It's either one, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
hers
could
is
be
the one
either
that's on
one.
Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah, it might be hers. We'll address this later. No, what I'll do is yeah, because they turn off the stream if you do it too much. Yeah, I'm trying not to do it too much real quick. Yeah, they're clip chipping me live real quick. I'll cut it. I'll cut it into a separate video, and I'll have Greg edit it as a private thing, and we'll make it a private video for the Discord. It's hard. These songs are owned. I cannot
depending on
do much.
how I clip around it or whatever, we'll see what
Yeah.
can be done.
It is what it is. Yeah, you can clip it and cut it. It's like oh, getting fucking clipped live. So, again, I don't want a content ID strike, but I will talk about this. Again, listen, difference. I just want to cover the note. Come on, Renee. You listen to the intentionality of this piece. There is everything that is happening here. This has no feeling. I'm gonna just go. Let me see if I can kind of get to it. Hold on. Oh God, that sounded terrible. Wait, isn't there a higher note? I thought there was a higher note. Okay, I guess there wasn't a higher note. Again, you hear? Okay, so this is actually a really interesting thing. You see how she also changes how the Italian is said? Rosanna said that she trained in opera. She did not. She was just taught how to sing this song. This is not even... She only learned how to sing this song. She did not know how to do anything else. I'm very frustrated by this. Rosanna, you cannot sing opera. You couldn't sing it 4 fucking years ago. I'm pretty sure as shit that you can't fucking sing it today. Heads up. Oh, yeah. It's guys, it's telling me that I can't do this anymore. This segment may be over.
Maybe we just cut all of it.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut it. Yeah. So, chat. Falgi, would you care as much as she said she liked singing and sang this song? No. I wouldn't care if she said, hey, I like this song. I really want to sing it. I would love to learn more how to sing opera. Quantum PZ donated 20.
Quantum.
Imagine not coming to the third opera singing either. Oh, that's funny. Thank you.
Thank you, Quantum.
And that's
Thank
much
you,
love.
Quantum.
it's just like it's a frustration that I cannot. It's something that I'm very angry about. You don't. Oh my god. It is. Ay, 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 ay. What do you guys think?
I'm hungry.
Hungry?
You know the first thing about opera.
Yeah, no, watching, is it Renee? What was her name?
Yes, Renee Fleming is her name.
Watching her performance made me want to go to an opera.
You really should. It's a lot. It's really
expensive.
fun.
I'll win the lottery and I'll go one of the opera lotteries.
It's not, you can look up an opera in your city.
I know.
If you live in a major city, you can go to an opera. There's probably like a Philharmonic near you.
There is.
And you guys can go. It's a very different thing. To be fair, she trained in acting too. It's just a matter of if she actually learned anything. Yeah, exactly. She didn't learn anything. Kat, what are your thoughts on this whole Rosanna, Mr. Beast, and everything else before we close out?
I hate them. I hate everyone.
Yeah.
I hope they all leave the internet
God.
and become
So tiny.
wages. I hope they all retire. I hope Rosanna Pansino leaves the internet and retires. I hope DOGPACK shut up. I hope Mr. Beast stops selling shitty chocolate. Yes, I'm saying it. It fucking sucks.
It does, from what I've been told. It's very,
very, very overpriced.
Oh wait, we're being paid. I love Feastable. Yum yum.
I drink Prime with my
Feastables.
lunchly every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so tired of them.
And Q, what are
This
your
is-
thoughts?
This can all be summed up as Ava Chris Tyson was a creep,
Yeah.
and that's it.
And Q, your thoughts are, Falgi, I love you. You're such a great guy. Well, thank you, Q. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We're going to be ending our stream. I know K-Huck is currently streaming, so go show her some love if you haven't already. Mods,
Give
So-
her a big old Mr. Beast.
there we go. There we go, everybody. Give him an old Mr. Beast when you go into her stream. Thank you guys very much. Very appreciated. Will this stream stay up? Who the fuck knows? We're gonna kind of do the thing.
We'll find out.
Do we get a content ID strike? Who the fuck knows? Join the Discord if you haven't already. Hey there, Mario. Let's go.
Save me, Mario.
Hey there, Mario.
Save me.
No, I know it. I know it's Save Me, Mario.
Save me, Mario.
Please help me, Luigi.
Luigi.
No, I
No,
don't
no,
think
no,
so.
I don't think so.
That girl is a hoe.
What you saying, bro?
Hey!